girls for a Twitch stream shown across the world. It's time to laugh, time to cringe, no nonsense here, so let's begin. Striking lucky, deal or no deal, let's swap golden balls. At 6 p.m. on Tuesday nights, Pacitti's got it all. Hosted by the leader, he's from the Isle of Wight. Name's Adam Pacitti, he's such a handsome sight. What a guy, he's 6'4", and he's always having fun. His charm will keep you coming back, cause he loves it when you come. See you next Tuesday, from classic gems to problematic types. See you next Tuesday, now give me an all white. Some of the shows are nasty, it was a different time. But Adam didn't make them, so I think he should be fine. And if he does get cancelled, well, I guess he'll get another job. As a male model selling content, cause he's got a massive knob. See you next Tuesday, from classic gems to problematic types. See you next Tuesday, now give me an all white.
All right at the back. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Nice to see you all here. All right, Paradox Machine. All right, Spud Gun. How you doing, mate? All right, Emmett. All right, Alex Takeover. All right, Mart226. All right, Mumbles. All right, Adapachitti's Geordie Hero. All right, Jack Tribe. You look different. Do I? What happened to your face? I don't know. I woke up with this morning. I have no idea what it is. It's that side. Whoa, which side there? I've woken up with that. Looks like I've been punched or something. I have no idea. Looks slimmer. Thank you. Cheers. That's very kind of you. Shoes punch. Maybe. That's the only thing that I can think of. Is that she jumped on me in my sleep and then I've forgotten about it? I have no idea. She's a very violent cat. It's not true. Alright, Vaylock. Alright, Wee Mad Rach. Alright, Luke. Alright, Sammy Fizzle, 93. We all good? We all happy? How are you finding the weather? Let's talk about the weather. Because somebody joked in the Discord, don't know who it was, that he's going to spend 25 minutes talking about the weather. And I thought to myself, no, I'm not going to do that, because it's really fucking boring. And I thought, no, I will do that, because it's really fucking boring. Chilly, isn't it? A little bit chilly Willy Wumpkins out there. Bit of frost. Some people had snow. Cold, isn't it? It snowed, mate. Melting now. There you go. So it might have snowed wherever you are in the country or world. It may not have done, but tell me all about your cold day. Feels like proper winter. Who's got the heating on? I got the heating on today. Okay, Frankie McDonald. Thank you. I'll take that. That's a huge compliment. He had me on one of his live streams once. Did Frankie? He ate 1,000 hot dogs. No, he got me on because I watched one of his Instagram live streams and I went, "Hello, Frankie." I like Frankie McDonald. I think he's a lovely guy. And as soon as he sees somebody with one of the little blue ticks next to their name, he tries to invite them on. So I joined, and I didn't realise that when you join one of those, it shows you as like to all your followers that you're live with somebody, like it's like a co-hosting thing. And so all of a sudden, all these wrestling fans started popping up, and I'm just chatting away with Frankie McDonald. I say chatting away, obviously didn't get too far with that, but I love Frankie. I think he's an awesome guy. He's class. Great story out of it. Do you want to fuck off, Merry Midnight? Take your VIP away, you stupid bitch. Who's Frankie McDonald? He's a weatherman from Australia. No, he's not. He's from Canada. Where did I get Australia from? Riveting stuff. It is, isn't it? What do you mean, wow? Wow what? What are you talking about? Greetings from Fury All Women Pro Wrestling, Tom's German Wrestlong promotion. Hello, Fury All Women Pro Wrestling. I hope you're doing well. Lamau, I can't with you. What are you on about? Hunter, hello. All right, Adam, trying this again. Chat goes wild on Tuesdays. I'm over, kid. Thanks again for everything over the weekend. The gift, which finally made it this time, and for stopping by Game Show Night on Saturday. Congratulations also on your own feel-good ending during Super Press Your Luck. That was fun. It was great. If you haven't done it yet, if you haven't joined one of Hunter's Game Show Nights on Discord, keep an eye out because they're really, really fun. Sorry I was late on Saturday, but I had an absolute whale of a time. You know what? I fucking cleaned up on that as well. And I'm not talking about what's the show called? Is it Super? No, not, yeah, Super Pressure Luck. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Because I feel like Hunter very generously gifted me a win there. It didn't feel entirely legitimate, but we did this anagram one. I've got no idea what it's called, Hunter. You'll fill us in. Did this anagram one. And I got it like that. I saw the anagram and I just fucking nailed it. 9-letter word as well. I was so proud of myself. I felt. And then I could do one of these and I do a quiz show like I will tonight with Strike It Lucky or Bullseye. And I won't know an answer to a single fucking question. But I was spot on. Where's Muse? What? I don't know what that means. I need to bully him. Chambre. Oh, Muse from the game show night, of course. Sorry. I was impressive, to be fair. It is fair to say that. It's very fair. Thank you very much for the hype train and everything. Cheers. Appreciate it. Got any more big dubs on Fortnite, Adam? I've not played it in years, mate. Not played it in years. I'm playing my Steam Deck at the moment. I finally figured out the emulation stuff, and I got everything up to PS2 working nicely on it. There's one game that I really want to play. It's a weird game that I want to play, but I loved it when I was younger, which is UFC Undisputed 2009 for Xbox 360. And I don't think the Steam Deck's quite powerful enough to handle it, because it works differently, doesn't it, with emulation? When you emulate something, you need a really powerful machine to emulate something that wasn't as powerful. I don't know the way it works and everything, but it won't do Xbox 360. But it's so fun. So I downloaded UFC for the PlayStation 2, which I didn't even know was a thing. And it's shit. It's like an arcade game. It's like Street Fighter, and I've never been any good at those games. I liked the 360 one because at any moment you could just hit a kick in the right place, and it was an instant knockout. And I love the unpredictable nature of it. Maybe it's worth playing the new ones. I could probably get a fairly up-to-date one. I assume they're still making them. Depends what you're emulating. Everything PS1 era and prior is pretty trivial now. Yeah, for sure. But that's what I mean. They weren't as powerful a system, were they, as like an Xbox 360. So yeah, the PS1 runs flawlessly. I've been doing some Here Comes the Pain as well. That's all good fun. Obviously, I've been playing a bit of SNES. I've got Scum VM set up as well, so I can play some old Monkey Island stuff, because I really like old point-and-click games, and there's a load that I haven't played. UFC 3 was the best in recent times. Don't like 4 or 5. Well, I liked UFC, the 2009 one, because Lesnar was in it. And I knew a few of the people in there. Frank Mir was on it. I can't remember who. Chuck Liddell was on it. I don't know anything about UFC, but there were a few faces that I recognise, which always makes it a lot more fun rather than just playing as some random. BJ Penn, good shout. Vile. The 360 emulator is still fairly new, so not all games work on it. I managed to get Viva Pinata working. It was class. Oh, that's cool. I haven't played that in ages. I remember playing that when it first came out. Simon the Sorcerer. I've never played Simon the Sorcerer. There was this point-and-click game that we had, and I think it came like free with a magazine or something. Back when you used to get free stuff with magazines, or buy magazines, read magazines in general. And it was called, what was it called? Tucker and something. Bud Tucker. This point and click. Nobody's ever heard of it. I think I've shown it on this before. And you can play that on there as well. Something. Adam, love your sticky up horn bit of fair. What does that mean? Hair. There you go. It's getting a bit dishevelled again. Ever played Pajama Sam? No, because you probably made that one up, mate. I don't know if that's real. Not Sam and Max. No, it was called Bud Tucker. It's called Bud Tucker in Double Trouble. And it was brilliant and really, it was quite sinister. It was a creepy little game. And I never completed it. I got stuck on it. And this is before the internet. It's not before the internet, but I didn't think to look up the solution on the internet. And never got any further. So I'm gonna get that working and have a play on that. Discord point and clicks were fun. What's that? I don't know what that is. UFC 2010 is the only game I've ever made a core that actually looked like me. I need to give it a go. Maybe I'll download that one. Maybe that'll run smoother. My understanding is, correct me if I'm wrong here, but certain games need a little something extra, and they then need to code that into the emulator to run that game smooth. So all the really popular games for Xbox 360, like if you wanted to play Oblivion or something like that, I bet that runs flawlessly. But there's probably not the biggest community that really desperately want to play UFC Undisputed 2009 on a Steam Deck. It would probably work fine on the PC. I might set it up on the PC and just have a little play with it. at some point. Can the Steam Deck run absolutely anything? Absolutely anything in the world except for UFC 2009. No, it seems to run everything up to PS2 really well, but I think PS3 is pretty heavily supported. I think there's a big community of people making that stuff work. So you could probably do PS3 stuff on there. I had some Wii U stuff working on there, and then the one game that I really wanted to play, which is Mario, which you'd think would be a piece of piss, isn't as easy as it sounds, and you've got to rip something from your Wii U, and I've got a Wii U, and I've got the game legally as well, so I'm not even breaking the law here. You've got to rip your encryption key or something like that, I don't know how it works, off your Wii U to play it, to trick the emulator into thinking that you're connecting to the Wi-Fi, but actually the packets of data that you're sending don't go anywhere. Something like that. It's all a little bit over my head, but I got it working. I was really, really proud of myself. And then I fucked up and I downloaded a torrent of Super Nintendo games, all of which I own legally, of course. There's like fucking 800 odd games in there. And I pressed add to Steam library, and now my Steam library is just full of Super Nintendo games that I've got to manually remove one by, because I can't quite figure that out. Anyway, if you have a Wii U, just mod that. Much easier than emulating it. Well, no, I want to play it when I'm relaxing. I like the handheld nature of the thing. I think the Steam Deck's an amazing console. I've had so much fun with it. And I was playing a bit of Sleeping Dogs recently as well. That's really fun. I think I mentioned that last week. Sort by date added, delete them that way. Yeah, maybe, but I don't think you can select multiple at the same time. You probably can. I don't really know what I'm doing with it, but I enjoy. It feels like it's tinkering, isn't it? And I like that. It takes me back to when like I'd mod iPods and stuff like that. I had an iPod Classic that you could play Pokemon on with the little scrolly wheel, and I like it, despite the fact that I'm not really doing anything. You just plug something in, and the installer does it all for you. I feel like a fucking leet hacksaw. Fucking hell, I'm a cunt. Broke your mates though. What, the PSP? For Dank Pods is now watching. What does that mean? What's Dank Pods? Is that an iPod hacking thing? I was one of the 7 people who had a Wii U. Good time, especially with Smash 4. I think it was a really fun little console. But I played it relatively recently, a couple of years ago now. And you didn't realise just how fucking shit the screen on that controller was. Because like the iPad probably came out not too long after, and it's got this fancy screen, really vibrant and everything. And then you go back to the Wii U, and it looks like a pile of dog shit. It felt dated really, really quickly. Nintendo Land's great. Really, really fun game. An Aussie bloke who does a lot of audio stuff. His YouTube's great. I've not heard of him, Bearded Helmet. Anyway, how are we all doing? Tell me what interesting thing has happened to you this week. It's always interesting to hear from you lot and then miss all your chat messages because I go off on a tangent or something. Nintendo have so many bad ideas. Luckily, their good ones normally make it worthwhile. I thought they were like a beloved company. But people fucking hate Nintendo, don't they? I don't know if it's because they're really overzealous with their copyright protection. I think it seems like a really friendly brand. Obviously, there are no friendly brands, but it's fun, isn't it? It's a fun brand, isn't it? No, Nintendo. Oh, as a company, Nintendo are evil. What have they done? What have I missed out? All right, Joey's a fiend got a new phone. That's nice. Adam, this is random. Would you rather take a punch from Mike Tyson or Jake Paul? Jake Paul, probably. I don't want to talk about that. It's miserable, isn't it? Nintendo hates people, and especially their customers. Right. Cultolic's a very friendly brand. I'm the friendliest man in the world. What are you talking about? Nintendo games are hella expensive. Yeah, they are expensive. Aren't they? Like a new Switch game is like 60, 70 quid, which is, I want to say, more than a PS5 game, maybe? I don't know. Till I get flapped. I'm not going to get flapped tonight. I'm keen on being done by 9 o'clock tonight, for no specific reason or anything, but I really went overboard last week. I was sat there for, 4 hours or something? Because I did the call-in plus 3 shows, I think it was. So tonight, I picked 2 shorties and then the longie, Electric Dreams. So we're doing Strike It Lucky, Cunt Classic for sure, Bullseye, Cunt Classic, Electric Dreams, which I just find a really relaxing but interesting watch. I think it's a really charming show. And once again, thank you very much to Poison for recommending Electric Dreams. We almost didn't have Electric Dreams tonight because the YouTube account that was uploading them was terminated sometime in the last week. But fortunately, somebody, and I forget who it was ages ago, but somebody sent me that TV Chaos invite donkeys years ago. Well, like a year and a half ago. And it was on there. So you're in luck. We still get to do Electric Dreams tonight. A snitch. We do have a snitch. Apparently so. It was like, yeah, the YouTube account associated with this content has been terminated. So they wiped the entire channel. It's probably fucking Crichton, wasn't it? Robert Llewellyn. It's my birthday on Friday. Just waxed my moustache to celebrate. All right. Well, happy birthday, Sarah. Have a good one. Happy birthday. When you want something, grab it while it's there. YouTube channels disappear very easily. Yeah, it's daft, isn't it? Because like most of the stuff, like I've got my go-to channels for like Bullseyes. I'm sure you do as well, Spud. For Bullseye and Strike It Lucky, and I know I'm the catchphrase as well. They're all on like 2 or 3 different channels. I really appreciate them. But I should have done. Fucking grass. I agree. Hate grasses. Killing fan-made tournaments. Sicking lawyers on people. Oh, this is Nintendo, right. Sicking lawyers on people that dare to mod decades-old games. Gary Bowser, that hacked Switch, will have to pay 225 to 30%. I assume that's 25 to 30% of his earnings to Nintendo for the rest of their lives. Wait, his name's Gary Bowser. Did he change? He changed his name to Bowser, right? Who's Gary Bowser? What are you talking about? So you're telling me if I report the channels that upload Bullseye, we won't have to watch it anymore? Yeah, theoretically, yeah. Yeah, you could do that, but you'd be ruining the enjoyment of so many people. That's his name, the head of Nintendo. Gary Bowser, that hacked Switch, will have to pay 25... What? That was his birth name. What, and they named Bowser after him, and then he went on to mod stuff? What are you talking about? What are you on about? The enjoyment of literal dozens. Right, I'm going to start reading this stuff. Thank you very, very much. Cheers to everybody who has subbed, resubbed, donated, whatever. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. I truly do. Alex Takeover, thank you very much. Hello, Adam. Hope everything is good with you and shoes. All grand here, mate. No complaints. Today was mentally not my best day, but then the postwoman came and I got a little parcel from a man called Adam Pacitti. Patreon. I was the happiest boy again. Oh, thank you. Cheers for your support. That's lovely to hear, Alex. I'm glad it brightened your day a little bit. Thank you to all the Cultaholic boys. Thank you to you. Thank you to Alex. Cheers. Joe New, thank you very much for 25 months. Vile, thank you for the bits. Lineup looks good, Adam. Hope you're well. I don't like this, Vile. I don't like this one bit because you know what you're doing, and it's not what you're about, is it? You are trolling me, killing me with kindness and all that. I can't. Don't do the fucking question mark in the chat, Vile, because you know exactly what you're doing. You weren't using stupid little smiley faces a month ago. He has changed, but he's not. It's not real, and there's something about it that I don't like. Vile, can you not start being horrible again? Vile is always. I'm not bullying Vile. I'm not censoring Vile. I've read it word for word there. Thank you, Vile. I hope you're well too. Smiley face. He doesn't want to be a mod. Jason, thank you very much for 48 months. Matlock, thank you very much for 24. All right, Patches lad, looking smart today. Thank you very much. I feel fucking knackered today. Big Cod Roger, thank you for 21 months. All right, gorgeous. Fancy seeing you here. Nothing to say, as always. What's your favourite ice cream? Pistachio. Big Tory flavour, though, isn't it? I did have some Ben & Jerry's in the freezer. And I got cones for it as well. I got waffle cones. It felt really posh. And I had a chocolate brownie one with big fuck off chunks of brownie in it. I've been eyeing it up, that Ninja Creamy thing. And I can't bring myself to do it. It was in the Black Friday sale on Argos. And I was like, fucking hell, it's under 100 quid. I'll use it once, maybe twice. And then it'll sit in the cupboard for it. It's a daft idea, isn't it? I don't have 100 quid to be spending on an ice cream machine that I'll never use. But not favourite ice cream, not favourite nut. You know, pistachio ice cream is my favourite. I like mint choc chip as well. That's quite nice. Although I did slag off mint chocolate, didn't I, last week? Continuity. And I really like rum and raisin. Hated it as a kid, obviously, but fuck me, a rum and raisin ice cream, especially if you get it where the raisins are all hard. So nice. So nice. The law's all over. It is, isn't it? Well, I don't like mint and chocolate together. Like, somebody was bigging up the mint Aero, and I don't agree with that in the workplace. I don't agree with mint chocolate like that, but mint chocolate ice cream is the exception to the rule. Big Cod Roger, thank you very much. And how do you like your toast? Well, hey! He wrote that. That's not just me getting excited about toast. Toast, medium brown. Just like, if there was a scale of 1, which is just like crispy on the outside but still white, and 5, which is burnt, then it would just be a solid 3. It'd be right in the middle. Maybe even like a 2.5. Thank you very much, Roger. T-Mass, thank you very much for 8 months. 8 months! Hope all is well, Adam. I've missed the last few weeks due to being in hospital, but finally been given the all clear now. That's excellent to hear. I hope you're feeling all right. Very happy to be back watching again. T-Mass, hope you're well, whatever you're going through at the moment. Hope you're on the mend. It sounds like you are. Joey is a fiend. Thank you very much for 44 months. 44 months of week in, week out, slime in both ears. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. You saying I just talk a load of shit? Slime. Maybe. Jimbo, thank you very much. Getting close to a year of subbing. You love it. Thank you very much for 10 months, Jimbo. Cheers, mate. Rusty Shackleford, thank you for the bits. Supreme Leader, great to see you. Would have been great to see you in our watch-along of The Room, though. Surely a man of your caliber can appreciate the cinematic genius of Tommy. I don't even know how to say his surname, to be honest. Wiseau? Tommy Wiseau. I don't know how to say that. I've seen bits before. I feel like I've had it on in the background and didn't really pay any attention to it. There's a lot of people in the office that are really big fans of it, and they went and I don't want to say, it's not the director because that's Tommy, isn't it? The producer or somebody who was involved in it was there, and apparently he still takes The Room really seriously, and they watched it back to back. I'm probably telling the story all wrong. They watched it back to back. They did The Room and then this guy's new film. And the new film was really fucking shit, but he was very, very serious and didn't realise that he's just a meme. By association, I guess. Harrison, thank you very much. 20 months of absolute cunts. I hope you're well, Adam. Absolute Baltic with the snow where I am. Hope it's warmer up in the northeast. Up in the northeast. Do you reckon it's warmer? Although we haven't had full-on snow. Apparently that's coming next week. I don't want to talk about the weather. Harrison, I hope you're not too chilly. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Nin, thank you very much as well. Hey, Adam and Chad, had a lovely weekend at my best friend's wedding, and now spending the evening watching Cunt. Here's to many more months of this madness. Nin, thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you for 7 months. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Neil Breen, that rings a bell. I feel like that might have been him. Di Carino, is that who you're talking about? Are you talking about the Room guy? I'm sure I recognise that name. I don't know anything about it. SpongeBot64, Evening Leader, finally upgraded to 2 4K HDR monitors. Now I can be even more terrified by Jim Bowen. As long as Jim Davidson doesn't appear, however, all should be okay. No Jim Davidson tonight unless he pops up in Electric Dreams somewhere. I make no promises, but it should be. Fingers crossed, a Davidson-free night. Genghis Naan, thank you very much for 20 months. Buena Vido, Supreme Leader Shag Boy, a.k.a. Kim Jong-bung. I have no idea what any of that means. Thank you very much, Genghis Naan. Appreciate you. DC Millionaire, thank you very much for 30 months. Tory, keep up the good work. Thank you. I'm not a Tory, but thank you very much for 30 months of your support. What's this? Neil Breen. What? Tommy Wiseau, I don't know how to say it, did The Room. No, I know he did The Room, but it was the guy, he worked with somebody on it, and he was there. I didn't go to this thing. It's an anecdote that isn't mine. TJ Wolster, thank you so much. That's very lovely of you. 5 gifted subs from the wonderful, always generous TJ Wolster, and a big congratulations to Jake DS, Paul Lolapelli. Hopefully I've said that right. Paul Lolapelli, maybe. The YTJ, sorry. Rock My Star 101 and Mark Face. Congratulations, you lovely people. A massive, massive thank you once again to TJ Wolster. Cheers. Reese Boy, thank you very much for 45 months. Will you be returning to the call centre? Yeah, we're going to do Nev's Indian call centre at some point. I've got it all downloaded, actually, but other things have sparked my fancy. Electric Dreams, specifically. But we'll get to it in December, I would estimate. We've got 1 more week of Electric Dreams. If you didn't see it last week, I think it's a fucking great show. Did you all enjoy it last week? Did you have fun with it? Because I had loads of fun. But we have different tastes, don't we? Shogun Raven, thank you very much. Alright, Pacitti, if you're looking for something chill to play on your Steam Deck, check out either Vampire Survivors or Balatro. I've got Vampire Survivors. Are you talking about the one where you're a little monster or something, or like an angel or a wizard, and all the shit comes at you from the side of the screen? They're all flocking towards you, and you just peg it about. And you zap them, and you can do like a boomerang and stuff like that. Am I thinking of the right thing? I got addicted to that, really fucking addicted for like a week, and I've not picked it up since. You will like Balatro. Balatro is amazing. I've never heard of it. Balatro. There's one that I really want to play, which is called Factorio. Oh, it's just poker. Is it poker? Balatro is a hypnotically satisfying deck builder where you play illegal poker hands, discover game change. This sounds great. This sounds right up my fucking street. This. Right, I'll bookmark that. I'll have a look at that later. Thank you. Cheers. I really appreciate all the game suggestions. That's really kind of you. AA96, Free Palestine. Free Palestine indeed. Thank you very much for 44 months. NJ Starling, thank you for 53 months. Matt Hux, thank you for 43 months. And Dr. Gonzo, thank you for 2 years, 24 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've done really well there, 25 minutes. That's a record, or at least a recent record. So we're going to do Tescodal and all this stuff. I've set up a new scene, so this should all work. Get Tescodal up there. Tescodal, and there you go. It didn't even play the intro. He's figured it all out. What the fuck is that? I have no idea what that is. Gooseberry Fool. Gooseberry Fool. What's that? British whipping cream. I have no... What's Gooseberry Fool? You get a week of freshness, at least, out of it. British whipping cream. So it's whipped cream. Right, so... A pot of Elmley is probably about £1, right? Gooseberry Fool, whatever that is, has to be more expensive than that. It's a wider pot. You get more of it. Do I double the price? I'm going to go £1.80. I really have no idea what this is. It's Fanny Fresh. What? What are you on about? I don't know what any of this means. £1.80 total. Okay, it's less than £1.80. I don't know what it is. It looks horrible. What's it? Is it made of gooseberries? What are you lot saying? As an ex-Tesco employee, I will know this straight away. Well, do you, Pipeline? Am I close? I'll go £1.40. I'm not near because it's in the red. Oh, it's cheap. I should stock up on whatever this product is. £1. Cheaper than £1? What is Gooseberry Fool? Can somebody tell me what Gooseberry Fool is? I'm close with that. I'll go 85p. 114 grams. Maybe it's not a big... I'm imagining like one of those big yogurt tubs. But I think it's smaller than that. It's definitely smaller than that, in fact, isn't it? 114 grams isn't a lot of Gooseberry Fool. Or Fool Gooseberry. Fruit Fool Gooseberry. I don't know what this is, 85p. I fucked it. I've got it wrong. Oh, it should have given me that. I was only 5 fucking pence out. What a piss take. I still don't understand the margins that you've got in this. 85, I've fucked it. I fucked it. The wife says 90p. She's 10p off. She wouldn't have had it. BBC Good Food. Fool. Good Food. Gooseberry Fool. Wait, whip up this yogurt-based fruity syllabub. What's a syllabub? Dessert in only 20 minutes. Great for a last-minute dinner party. Topped and tailed gooseberries. Caster sugar. Greek yogurt or yogurt for our American friends. Icing sugar. You know what? Actually, I like gooseberries. This actually sounds quite nice. There's only 2 steps to it. Piece of piss. Well, it's a really fucking rough start on our games today. So let's give Bandle a go. It is 1984, 318 million YouTube views, and it's easy, which is good. Let me just check my audio's all good and working and everything. I'm a bit quiet, aren't I? Sorry if I'm a bit quiet. Drums. I think I fucking got it in one. All we hear is radio. I think it's fucking Radio Gaga. I could be totally off. 84. That sounds about right. I never get these from the... If I've got this right, I'm going to be it makes up for fucking Gooseberry Fool. That's for sure. That sounds... I'm locking it in, right? You could be right. I think he's got it. There's a few people saying Radio Gaga. He's fucking got it in one. He's got it in one! That's the first time that's ever happened. I'm so fucking proud of myself. Fuck you, Gooseberry Fools. He's done it. Done it in one. Come on. The worst Queen song. Get out. Get out. What are you talking about? The worst Queen song? What a load of shit. Put it on your CV. Too right. Right at the fucking top. Forget the first class with honours degree in media production. Thank you very much, by the way, to Jordan. Did you watch Rubber yet? No, I don't think I will watch it. It doesn't look good. It looks really shit. I think it's a waste of an hour and a half, isn't it? But then people were going, oh, it's a really good film. It's actually really fun, Adam. But I think they're just trolls. I think those are trolls that are doing that. DAS, thank you very much. Just a quick update on the Simpsons Christmas quiz. Kill, marry, smash, Patty, Selma, cat lady. Also, glad to see you got the ears fixed. What do you mean the ears fixed? I've got headphones on. What are you on about the ears fixed? My ears haven't changed. Don't... Patty, Selma, cat lady. Patty and Selma are interchangeable, aren't they, really? I'll shag Patty because Selma... Troy McClure and all that, sloppy seconds. No, I don't know. I can't... I know it's not to be taken seriously, but I've got to give some reasons for it. What dents? Stop having a fucking go at my ears, you cunt. I will marry... I like cats, but her cats are feral, aren't they? Her cats are feral. I don't want to deal with that. I'm killing crazy cat lady... Which is horrible because she's not all there. Right, killing crazy cat lady. I'm going to shag Patty. Then I'm going to marry Selma. Okay? Part-time Lucha. Thank you for 2 months. Stephen Scodes. Thank you for the bits. Hello, leader. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend. I had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for asking, Stephen. I hope you had a great weekend too. I'm all right. I'm not too bad, mate. Not too shabby. I hope everything is grand with you. G Daniel 1990, thank you very much for the resub. That's 41 months there from G Daniel. Thank you very much, sir or ma'am. Right, what are we on to now? Cover Quest. I don't recognise that straight away. Could that be Sonic? Because Sonic's got red shoes. Sonic there and then Tails there. It's blue, and those could be Sonic's red shoes. So I'm going to go Sonic and Knuckles. It's not there. When does Knuckles... No, not Knuckles. Tails. Although, that's all red. Bit of orange up there. That could be Sonic and Knuckles. Was Sonic and Knuckles a game? No. When did Knuckles come along? Sonic 3, right? Because it was Sonic, then... I didn't have a Sega when I was a kid. It was Sonic, and he was just solo. Or did he have Tails with him? It went Sonic, Sonic and Tails, then Sonic and Knuckles, I thought it was called. I'm going to go 3. No. That is fucking Sonic. That is Sonic, isn't it? You see his little eyeball there. So it's a Sonic game. I guess 2. No, was Knuckles in 2? It could be any of these. I haven't played Sonic in ages. It's fucking Sonic, but I don't know what it is. And I'm not looking at the chat. If I don't get this, there's only... Is that all of them? There's 5. And how many guesses have I got? I don't know how many guesses I've got. It's Sonic something, isn't it? I don't think it's Sonic 1. Because I sort of remember the box for that. Could be Sonic Heroes. I don't know what that is. Could be Sonic Mania. Let's have a look at that. There's not a lot of room for text. That says Sonic there. So I assume the subtitle is there and there's not a huge amount of room. Although none of those are especially long. I'll go Sonic Mania. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. There you go. 3 guesses. I'm happy enough with that. I got Sonic early on. I'm counting that as a one and done. I think it did all right there. We move on to movies. Right. Fuck knows. Absolutely fuck knows on that. That's no help at all, is it? Anybody got any ideas on that? I'm not going to look at the chat, actually. Loving every part of it. Every part of what, Big P? Thank you. Cheers for a year. Oh, I have no idea. I'm going to just take... I need some more pixels here. I will take... There's not actually that many films on here. Like, I think this is all of them. I know I've just typed in D there. I guess this is anything with a D. If I put a space in, is that just the full list? I think that's the full list. There's not actually that many that it could be. Hunt for Red October's got a red cover with Sean Connery on it. The Cider House Rules. Chronicles of Riddick feels like it'd have a dark cover. Nope. That's still no help. I'll just pick another dark looking film. Frankenstein? No, you'd see his little green face, wouldn't you? Goodbye, Lenin. I did really well on Bandle today. Let's just really focus on that, shall we? I don't know. I really don't know on this. 1984. Why not? That's just no help. Some sort of cloud or something up here. And then, fuck knows down there. Is it like a woman pointing? I don't know. It's not Hook. Interview with the Vampire. No, I can picture that as well. It's just got this big face on it. Could that be King Kong? Could that be the monkey up there? I'm not a clue. Krull. Okay, Spaceballs. I can read that. There you go. Done it, because I can read. Current Street 1. Is it fucking screw... did I fuck up last week? Did I not get it? Spaceballs was the answer. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. That's all of them. That's all the fun for this evening, and now it's time to watch some shows. Spaceballs is the one. Did anyone get that earlier? Yeah, a few people. Spudgun got Spaceballs. A few times, in fact. I think the first person to get it might have been you, Spudgun. It was. I can't see anybody else that got it. Well done to Spudgun. He gets the point today. Congratulations. That was tricky. Spaceballs or Star Wars? Spaceballs. It's there. First time chatter. Jammin, by the way. Welcome. Hey, Jammin 5187. How does Bob Marley like his donuts? How does Bob Marley like his donuts? No, not powdered. Are you there? Are you still there? We're jamming! Fantastic. Right. So yeah, tonight, I haven't even said what we're doing tonight, have I? Maybe I have. We are doing Strike It Lucky. Yeah, I have. Electric Dreams, Bullseye, Strike It Lucky. We'll kick off with a bit of Bully, because you can't beat it, can you? You can't beat it. I think I fucking got rid of Jammin here. Are you still there? I think the Jammin might have been working on a bit of a delay. You're so white. All right. Electric Dreams is the main event this evening. Electric Dreams is the main event. Done by 9. Want to be done by 9. Jammin's gone. He's gone. Or she. Or they. You tell us. Thank you, Rosie Dave. Cheers for the raid. Thank you very much. I always feel like I say that if I catch it really quick. And by that time, the video play is not even launched yet, has it? So if you're watching now, Rosie Dave heads, thank you. Cheers for the raid. The Rose Garden raid. Appreciate you, Rosie Dave. Thank you very, very much. Thank you and welcome. Speedboat. Oh, on Bullseye. Let's do it. Let's bloody do it. Oh, wait. We got the fucking new intro. You might not have even seen this yet. If you missed last week's stream, this is courtesy of the wonderful, the amazingly talented, genius, WizKid, Hatsune Miku, super fan, that is Jack J.D. Bradshaw. Let's do this. Magnificent. Look at that. Right. I need to, before I forget, because I made a new thing for this. I need to change that from monitor and output to monitor off, because otherwise you're going to get echo. The production value disparity. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That was fucking flawless. The transition into the big black screen with the challenge logo on it. My production value's fine. Just because I'm not Andrew with his thing where he can do all the seal popping up and the alive chuckle going big chungus. I've got a Steam Deck. It just doesn't work anymore. It is perfectly fine. How's the new car you won on Saturday? Oh, it drives like a dream, mate. Beautiful. Big chungus, that one. Right, let's do this. Sounds like a little jealousy. No, it's not jealousy. I think I could do it if I could figure out how to reset the Stream Deck rather. I think I could figure out how to. No, I couldn't actually, because I don't know how to do the transparency. I could maybe do it. I'd find some janky workaround where I'd have somebody pop up, but it'd be on a green screen and I have to key it out. Andrew, it's flawless. It's beautiful what he does. Adam, can you stroke the oak? I'm not really sure what the oak is. I think the oak's the head, isn't it? Maybe? I'm not sure. You just add a transparent PNG as a media source. And that's not true, Wee Mad Rage, because they're moving, aren't they? And they've got audio. PNGs don't have audio, Wee Mad Rage. What are you talking about? You'd need to do it in After Effects and remove the index transparency or something like that. I honestly have no idea how it works. I have to take the wig off. What wig? I haven't got a fucking wig. Don't start. Thank you very much to Rolling Courage. Hello, Adam. Infamous dog hater. Oh, you're talking about me? I don't hate dogs. I had a load of shit for fucking slagging off CM Punk's hideous dog. It's fucking horrible. It's absolutely disgusting, that dog. I don't mind dogs at all. It's my birthday today. In the style of Aiden English, can I get a Larry is the best? Larry's number one. Clap, clap, please. Oh, it's been ages. How does it go? Larry is the best. Larry's number one. How did it go? It's been so long since I've heard that. Thank you very much. Rolling Courage. Happy birthday, mate. Have a good one. Adam doesn't hate dogs. He lifts dogs. Yeah. Not often. Larry is really ugly. Larry is really ugly, isn't it? That's why people like it. It's like all the viral Instagram accounts. It's like, oh, here's my fucked up cat. You just got some hideous thing. I like cats. All cats are lovely, actually. I take it back. Here's my weird dog that isn't quite right. And then it gets loads of followers. And that becomes their job. Their job is looking after their weird dog. Like what's the cat that was on WWE Raw? Grumpy Cat. That's just a broken cat, isn't it? Nothing wrong with that. Adam sucks off dogs for quavers. What's that about? Of course Pacitti is a cat person. Yeah, because cats have got dignity, haven't they? Dogs, they're just little morons. They're happy no matter what you like. Man's best friend and all that. It's not difficult to please a dog. You've got to have self-respect to please a cat. What? Grumpy Cat wasn't a puppet? No, that was a real cat. That was a real cat because it died, didn't it? It died a few years ago, which is sad. I'm not having a go at the cat or anything. Cats are more independent. They are more independent. Natalia had Instagram channels for her cats, even made money off of it. Oh, good for her. It's great. If you can do it, then go nuts. But it's market saturation, isn't it? Have we not run out of slightly messed up animals to gawp at? You've deleted a message. What's happened here? It got timed out. Oh, it's a horrible... Thanks, John. Fuck me. Should we do Bullseye? Did I choose Bullseye? I think I did. Let's do Bullseye. Fuck me. Let me get my audio sorted out as well. Can you hear this? No. Wait a fucking... It's one of these ones with the shitty intro. I don't like this intro. I'm gutted. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's like a honky-tonk piano thing. You're my favourite slightly messed up animal. Thank you. I'll take that. Audio up a little bit.
Gregory, please welcome your host for this evening, Mr. Jim Bowen.
Thank you. I think Professor Pickle might have paid for that. It doesn't ever show up on my thing, but there's a massive Jim Bowen in the chat. And if memory serves, you got to pay like 80 bits to do a big Jim Bowen, which is the fucking weirdest sentence I've ever said. But if you want to do a big Jim Bowen, you got to stump up the cash. So if you did just donate to do a fucking massive 20 bits, apparently, for a big Jim Bowen, appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Cheers for the massive Jim Bowen.
Good evening.
This looks like an old one, doesn't it? It's impossible to tell because he's always looked like he's in his 60s. I think this is an early one. Thank fucking 3 back-to-back massive Jim Bowens. I want to make it so they pop up on the screen because they're lost now, aren't they? And I guess if you watch the video on demand, you can see them. There's got to be some sort of plug-in. There's a fucking big bully as well. Thank you. Cheers. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the big Jim Bowens and big Bullseye. I want to do it so they pop up on the screen. I've seen other people do that. I'll figure that out. I'll try and figure that out for next week. So I'll have a big bully or a big Jim Bowen. Tom Dack, thank you for the big Bowen. We can calm down on the big Bowens now. Thank you for the big Sergeant Pacitti as well. Thank you for all the oversized emojis and emoticons this evening. Brett, thank you very much. These streams never fail to make a solid first impression. Do a big Jim Bowen. Hope you're doing well, Patchman. I'm doing good. Andrew told me today the new Binding of Isaac thing, the multiplayer mode is live. So do you want to set up a time at some point, Brett, to do that? And I'll fucking teach you a thing or two about the game that you supposedly mastered. Margaret Thatcher is dead. Honk honk. Thank you very much for the Bowen. Appreciate it. Thank you for the big Jims. If I missed anyone there, on-screen celebration. Thank you. I think you've paid for that as well. Cheers. I can't see anything with this on-screen celebration thing. I've only got OBS. There's apparently Jim Bowen's all over my face, maybe. Ooh. Thank you for the big Charmander as well. Charizard. Thank you for the big Charizard. What the fuck is that, Wembley? What's that? Is that a bedding? Big hotspot. Thank you for that. You let me know and I'll carve out day evening for it. I'm already streaming every day. This will be an improvement. Yeah, it sounds good. I'm free. I can do sometime next week if you want to do it next week at some point. I've got fucking there's pay-per-views back to back, isn't it? Let's do it. If you're free at a weekend, it'd be great to do it at a weekend, but it'll have to be a non-pay-per-view weekend because it's double pay-per-views, isn't it? We've got AEW, then WWE back-to-back. Thank you, Alex Takeover as well, for the on-screen celebration. I'm not sure what that is happening. Something's happening there. Joanne's banned somebody. What's going on? What's going on? Thanks for all the gyms. Showing Bowen. Jim all over my face, apparently. Thank you for the squashed Jim Bowen. Appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Cheers. Appreciate all of the Bowens.
Welcome on this Sunday evening to another
Actually, this
edition
one,
of
the real
Bullseye.
one.
We've got 6 smashing people forming 3 lovely couples to play their game tonight. We do hope they do well, and I'm sure you do at home.
Loud.
Will you please welcome from Yorkshire area, Dick and Dan Gill.
Yorkshire.
Nice to see you.
That's a smashing blouse, isn't it?
Well, good. Dick, and you're a police constable. Yeah, that's fine. Now, tell us, what branch of the force are you in? Are you allowed to tell us?
Fingerprints and photography.
Fingerprints and photography. Yeah. Oh, you'll be a dab hand.
The audio's all over the shop on this. I'm trying to ride it here. It's not working. Stop saying Dick. Yorkshire area sounds so vague. You just say Yorkshire, wouldn't you? Yorkshire's big as well, from the Yorkshire area. Didn't want to get doxed. Lovely. I've muted it. It's got. I've fucked up here. Shall I start again? Radio Gaga.
What's the message of it?
Yes,
The things some women will do for a copper. That's good, isn't it? Hey, we start off slowly and fade out to nothing, really. Tell us about your hobby.
Well,
It's not a hobby, is it? Really? Go on, you can tell
I
us.
like watching Steve Davis play snooker.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You're really into Steve Davis.
Yes.
What would you do if
That's a hobby.
if he came and stayed with you for a couple of days?
Oh, well.
Would you put your husband at the back of the queue?
Oh, definitely.
Back of the queue. Do you get it?
Sit down and relax. Smash it. See you in a minute. And let's welcome the next couple tonight we're going to play with us. This is
Thank
a
you,
famous
Rosie
name.
Dave.
You'll probably recognise the name, not the face, from Central Television, Keith Richards and Alan Core. Make them nice and welcome.
Keith Richards.
Hi, Keith. How are you? All right, Alan. Are you well, sir? Yes, sir. Good.
This is back when Jim Davison. Sorry, you got it in my head now. Jim Bowen cared. He's putting the effort in here. He's got some jokes prepped. He couldn't give a shite by like series 2. What a comb over. Yeah.
Nice and relaxed now.
Yeah.
That's a famous name. Do you know what I mean, of course, don't you?
Oh,
Keith Richards. Bet you haven't made his money, have you?
No.
You might do tonight, of course.
Oh, I doubt
Go. Nay, are you not confident?
Oh,
Positive thinking. We'll look after you. We're all there. We're rooting for you. Tell us now, what any hobbies?
football mostly.
Really? What, as a player, a
No, spectator.
spectator? Who do you support?
Aston Villa.
We're back in fucking this chap here, right? Because he looks absolutely terrified. He does look like he's crying. Bit quiet. It's all over the fucking show. It's not my fault. Right, we'll have it there. But the audio's all over on this one. He seems sad.
I support Blackburn Rovers. I remember Blackburn Rovers. You might remember this, Keith, if you follow football. About 5 years ago, Blackburn Rovers played Liverpool in the 4th round of the FA Cup at Anfield, and Blackburn lost 5-0. And they were lucky to get nil. And they were coming off at half-time, and the Blackburn captain said to the referee, he said, "Can we have a new ball in the second half?" The referee said, "Why?" He said, "Well, Liverpool are playing with that one." Come on now, Alan. Tell us...
The effort that he's going into, you see his face. Look at his fucking face there. He's having a whale of a time. And the worst thing is, since this, the money will have gone up, and he's put less effort in. He's funny. He is genuinely I agree.
Come on now, Alan. Tell us about your hobby. Get it nice and relaxed. What do you
Well,
do?
you talk about referees, Jim. That's what I've just retired from.
That's right.
Just a few
in
years.
the league. In the league.
In the league, yeah.
What's it feel like out there? It's a lonely job, isn't it?
Well, it's not bad, you know.
Could you handle the pressure of it all? I mean, the crowd's there, 50,000.
Yes, I've
you
gone
just-
for a long time, 28 years, so...
Really? Well, that's smashing. It's lovely to talk to you both. Alan, go and have a little relax in your seat there. And Keith, off you go. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Well done, Alan. Thank you. Guests, give him a nice round of applause.
Well done.
Right, and from Television South, we've got Graham Davey and Barry Griffin. Make them nice and welcome.
Fucking hell, that's a beard, isn't it?
Handshake.
That looks like that, Joe Wilkinson, is it? That's the thickest beard I've ever seen. Shades of Sutcliffe on that. That is a fucking... You would have a beard if you could grow that, wouldn't you?
Nice to see you. Nice to see you both.
you?
Now then, tell us, young sir, what do you do, Graham?
I work for a company who sell margarine, fats and oils, and I sell them over the phone.
You ring the
At the
shop
post, yep.
and say, "Can we sell
For
you some?"
bakers, that's right, yeah.
That's right. I see. I did now. And now, your office is a fascinating...
He didn't have a joke for that one. That's fascinating, mate. Don't call it a crap job. This is an honest living. Somebody's got to do it. It is a very bullseye job.
It's a situation in your office, isn't it? Tell
Nice
the world
one,
about
nice
this. Go on.
one.
Yeah.
I work in an office with 16 other women, would you believe?
Well,
And I'm the only fella. So,
really?
Yep.
So you'll be just here now, convalescing after the Christmas party, won't you? Right, Joe, that's great. Come on,
what-
Barry, talk to me.
Crap job, eh?
For a living.
Well, I work for the same firm as Graham. I'm
do
in the
you?
commercial planning department of that company.
I see. So you're in Fats and what any hobbies?
Well, mainly sport, cricket,
You
football,
play?
horse racing. Yeah.
And you've got a fascinating ambition, haven't you? Go on, tell us about
On
this
the horse
ambition.
racing.
Yeah.
It's my ambition to eventually visit every race course in Great Britain.
Just to say you've been?
Yeah,
A
that's
bit like
right.
a train spotting
Yeah,
thing,
that's
haven't you?
right, that's right.
How many are there? Do you know
Could
how
have
many there are?
dreams.
Sorry.
I think there are 59. I think-
59 race courses.
That's right.
Incredible. Marvellous. Two grand lads, aren't they? Give them a nice encouraging round of applause. Go on, Barry. Well done.
I fucking love Bowie.
We've met the contestants now. Let's get on with the game. You've met the board over there, haven't you? It's the category board, you know, with bonus areas. And the dart players try to get questions for the partners. And I've got a bin full of questions here. Now, we arranged the order of play before we came on air tonight. All the contestants are sitting there ready to play the game. First question's to Anne, but Alan and
Fuck
Barry,
off, Jack
hands on your
Tribe.
bonus buttons. So, Anne, choose a subject for Dick.
Spelling, please, Jim.
Spelling you'd like. Off we go, Dick. Spelling we'd like.
Okay, I like the spelling
Flashing
ones.
tells, Dick.
Fuck off, Jim. Did he just say your dick? I'm sure he just called him your dick there.
We'd like. Flashing to help you, Dick.
He fucking did.
And that's fine. That's a bonus of 30 points, which means £30, of course. And for another £30, Anne, nice if you can afford to buy one, please spell yacht.
Y-A-C-H-T.
Well done, that's
It's on
fine.
it's on the fucking screen.
60.
Why would they
Alan,
do
choose
that?
a subject for Keith.
Sport, please.
Sport we want.
He's got
Come
a
on,
great
Keith.
voice, that
Sport
bloke.
your partner.
Sport, please. Nice.
It's books.
Oh,
So there's no
but as a
bonus,
bull.
but here's your question on books. For another £30, Alan, don't be too depressed about that. It's very early days. What is the name of the author who bases his books on his experiences as a vet in Yorkshire? And there's a light on.
Not
James Herriot.
Well done. That's well done, Alan. I know you were struggling there for a second. That's fine. £30 you've got. Barry, what about one for Graham?
Sport, please.
Sport we'd like. Come on then, Graham. Sport we'd like.
Showbiz.
Showbiz. So there's no bonus, but it's still early days, Barry. Don't let that worry you too much. Which American pop singer's backing group is called the Pips?
Don't know.
And there's a light on.
The Pips.
There's your buzzer. Come on,
Anyone?
Anne.
Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight is right. You've got a £30
Well done,
bonus.
Anne.
Fine.
Kingdom's Muse, thank you very much. Just wanted to say huge thanks for the laughs on Saturday with Weird Rivalry. Was next level fun. It was. I really enjoyed myself. Musey. I appreciate that. It was really, really fun. Again, if you've not done one of the game show nights, it's really, really worth popping your head in for.
Which means at the end of round one, we've got Dick and Anne with £90. It's
not Spaceballs, is it?
£30, and Barry and Graham still to get off the
I know
mark.
it's
But
Gladys
early
Knight
days.
now.
This
They've
next
said
round of
it.
questions are worth £50 each. A little bit more difficult, as you know, and the dart players have less to aim at. So what do you think, Anne?
Food, please.
Food we'd like. Food we'd like, Dick.
He loves saying that,
Excellent
doesn't he?
dart. That £50 bonus you've got, Anne. For a further £50, tripe is rich in gelatine, and when it's cooked slowly, it's said to be very good for invalids. Which part of the animal is tripe?
The stomach.
Is it the liver?
Excellent answer, lining up the stomach we accept. Well done. You're going nicely. Alan, choose a subject for Keith.
Sport, please.
Sport we'd like. Come on, Keith, the elusive sport. Not so elusive there, it's gone. £30 bonus you've got. Keith, this is for another £50, Alan. The Olympic flag has 5 rings.
Yeah.
What do they represent?
It's the
States, the
five,
five participating
federations.
areas.
I can't. I've got to offer it across, Alan, because there's a specific answer to this, and Barry's got the light on. Barry,
Is
will
it
you tell me?
continents?
The 5 continents.
The 5 continents
There
of the
you go,
world
it's
is
the
right.
continents.
You understood that, Alan, didn't you?
Yes.
Good, fine, as long as you're happy with it. Good lad. Barry, choose a subject for Graham.
Words, please.
Words we'd like, Graham. It's there, £50 bonus you've got. Well done, Graham, coming from behind nicely. For another £50, Barry, there are 2 ways of defaming someone illegally. When you say the words, it's called slander. What is it called when you write the words?
Libel.
Libel is right for £50, which gives us, at the end of that round, £190 for Dick and Anne, Keith and Alan with £60, Graham and Barry with £150. So it's all to play for in the 3rd round, where the questions now are worth £100 each. A little more difficult again, and of course, less categories
Is
to aim
Tony
at.
Green here
In fact,
today?
We've got left places, affairs, history and Britain. Come on now, Anne.
Sure,
choose a
he's
subject for
normally
me.
out by now, isn't
Affairs,
he?
please.
Or does he
Affairs
come
would
out when the
like.
proper board
Girl.
comes out?
£100 question.
I guess
this.
he's not got much to count at the moment, has he?
And that's £100. Excellent, excellent. Now then, Anne, for another £100. In 1979, a nun, famous for her work amongst the poor and orphan children of India,
Oh,
won
what's
the
her
Nobel
name?
Peace Prize. What was her name?
What's her name?
Teresa.
Good
of
answer,
course it is.
marvellous.
Jesus
I've got it to
Christ.
read.
The
Excellent
one
answer.
none anyone knows.
Ooh, that's marvellous. Alan, choose a
Apart from
subject
Eric
for
Idle
Keith.
and Robbie Coltrane.
Britain, please.
Britain we'd like, Keith. Britain we'd like. It's there, £50 bonus you've got. That's marvellous. For another £100 here, Alan, a great English legend says that the Holy Grail was buried by Joseph of Arimathea on Tor Hill, east of Glastonbury. What was the Holy Grail?
The
Chalice.
the scripture of
Just relax, Alan. Start again, Wilson, because-
Oh, bless him. Was it not a chalice? It was, wasn't it? The Holy Grail? Or is this just a Monty Python thing? Big cup, yeah. I feel sorry for this, but he's so fucking nervous.
the scripture of
Just relax, Alan. Start again, Wilson, because...
yeah.
You could have
The
cut
Holy
it.
The Holy Grail was the
Then they fucking fucking buzz him out. Just start again. Just start again, Alan. But you got no fucking time to answer the question. That's so horrible. Love that.
The
Well, now, I can't give it you, Alan, and
Sorry.
I think in fairness you were a little bit off it. I just left you a second. We can offer it across to Barry for £100, Barry.
The Holy Grail was the cup which Christ was supposed to have drunk from at the Last Supper.
That is exactly right. Well done. That's
Well
a
done.
marvellous
He was
answer.
quick, wasn't he?
All right.
Good
that
lad.
sometimes gets a round of applause, you know, when they get difficult answers, don't
It wasn't a difficult one.
they? Well done, Alan. You're under a bit of pressure there, weren't you? Come on, Barry. Choose a subject for Graham.
Places, please.
Places we'd like.
Oh.
£30 bonus you've got. Barry, for another £100. In legends, vampires traditionally come from Transylvania. In which country is Transylvania?
Oh, we've had this loads of time. I can never remember.
Yugoslavia.
And I can offer it across to Alan.
No, it's...
Bulgaria.
It's not.
No.
Very, very close geographically.
Eastern
but in
Europe,
fact,
isn't
It's
it?
a district in Romania.
Of course it is.
Which gives us, at the end
Well done,
of this
chat. Loads of
first
people
section
got
of the game, Dick and Alan with £390, Alan and Keith with £110, and Barry and Graham with £280. So sadly, it's Keith and Alan we've got to say cheerio to. Give them a nice round of applause. They've done that.
Round of applause. There, we were back in then as well. He didn't get to do anything.
Oh, Alan, you were so close with those questions, weren't you? You did well, but it doesn't matter. You handled it very well. It was excellent. It's been great to have you with us. £110 you've got. We'd like you to have that. We're delighted you've won that. It's been worth you coming, hasn't it? Yes. Very nice time with us, haven't you? There you are, Alan. And your bullseye darts and the silver keyring. With our compliments. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you.
Thank
Just
you
the
for
one
coming,
set.
Alan. This audience will give you a big cheer as you go off. Give them a nice round of applause.
Oh, that's depressing.
Fine. Now we come to round two, and of course you remember this, don't you, from last week and all the previous weeks. We use a normal traditional match play dartboard. And it's this part of the game where we ask the two remaining dart players to compete in 3 rounds of darts against each other. The winner of
Tony's
each
not
round
coming
brings
out
his
here.
partner a question. And the value of that question is the winning score. So, lads, it's pounds for points, all right? Dick, up to the hockey. Come on, Graham, you come and stand with me. Over to Tony for part 2 of the game.
Part 2, round 1.
There he is.
Stick through it.
Audio only.
That's 4. And that's a treble 1. That's
Jesus
3.
Christ. Rough start.
And that's a 5. That's just 12 for Dick. So, Graham, quite an easy test. 12 to beat. That's 20.
Beat it already.
That's a 1.
That's a 20.
And that's another 1. So, with 20...
What do you make of that? I'd say that's a 20. I think it's on the left-hand side.
And that's another 1. So, with 22, Graham takes the first round.
Well, that's incredible, isn't it? Both surprised there.
Points in
So
the
it's
one,
a
do you
question for
reckon?
Barry. It's worth £22
Oh, that's
to you,
a 20.
Barry. In the Battle of Little Bighorn, which general and all his command were wiped out by Sitting Bull and his men?
General Custer.
General Custer is right.
He's
which gives
good,
us
isn't he, Beardy?
£390 plays 302, and it's back to Tony for round 2.
Round 2. Once again, Dick to throw. That's double fine. That's 10. Out the board. That's a 20, so 30 for Dick.
Okay, it was the best score so far.
And certainly...
Screwed him out the other 20.
Graham 30 to beat. It's 20. That's a 5.
It's going to be close.
And played it safe. 11, that's 36. So the second round to Graham.
You notice this fucking funky bullseye tune in the background? They should have kept that.
So another question for you, Barry. This time it's worth £36.
craft work.
The musical My Fair Lady was adapted from a play by George Bernard Shaw. What is the name of the play?
Don't know.
Pygmalion.
Pygmalion, good answer, well done. It's getting tighter. 390, plays
He's very
338, and it's the third round, and over to Tony again.
And this, the final round, and it's all on this round. It's Dick to throw first. That's treble 20. That's a 5. And that's a 20, so that's 85.
That's more
for
like
Dick.
it, isn't it?
That's a good score, Graham. 85 to beat. 1. Another 1. Oh, and out the board, obviously, now just 2. Dick takes the third round.
Absolutely incredible, isn't it? Anne,
Yep.
what is measured on the Beaufort scale?
Beaufort.
Wind.
No.
Good answer. Absolutely right.
Is it? Well done.
Gives us
You got that in the
400.
chat.
Gives us £475. plays £338. We've got to lose Graham and Barry, but it's been well worthwhile them coming. Give them a round of applause as they come in. Come on, Graham and Barry. Well done, Graham. Well done. Marvellous. Barry. Well done, Barry. It's been great having you because
The hair on who?
Your money.
Sutcliffe. It's like Lego hair, isn't it? I mean, you just popped on. Dairy Mania, thank you very much for the resub. Cheers. For a whole year, in fact. Thank you for 12 months.
It's there. It's £338. It's not bad for a nice...
Nothing like mine, Emmett, is it?
Thank you very much.
2 smashing tankards, which you take away. The bullseye darts and the silver keyring. Don't go. We may need you at the end. You know the rules of the game, don't you? You could be called back. You will certainly be called back in about 2 minutes. See you then.
Are we getting ads? Are we getting ads? It's quite charming, this old one, isn't it?
You did that deliberately. You all right? You all right? Don't tell him now. Don't tell him now. Nice to have you with us. Second half of Bullseye. We've got a lovely lady tonight. She's been with us on all 3 series. A few months ago, she was voted the most valuable dart player in North America. She'll explain more when we meet her. Will you welcome Linda Batten? Make her nice and welcome. How are you?
We like
Tell us a bit more about this. This most valuable woman, what does that mean? Does that mean you won the most money? What does it mean exactly?
No, they give a point system for each event in the North American Open, and I did best in all 3 events that I took part in.
And we're talking about men as well?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody? All our big lads were there and everything?
Yeah, the whole tournament.
Marvellous. And that was... last year, was it?
Last year,
Yeah, last year. That's excellent.
Yeah,
What's this about you and Keith Deller? Now then, come on, 11 million people.
No, I taught him everything he knows.
You did, didn't you? You really did. Because we had Keith on the Christmas show, and when you were here the first year, when the series was in its infancy, Keith was actually with you, wasn't he? And we didn't know him, did we?
That's right, he was watching, yeah.
He came and watched, Keith Deller watched it before he won the World Championship last year, and nobody knew him. And incredible. Last year, he made it, didn't he? And
That's
became
right, yeah.
one of the
Became
big...
a world professional, yeah.
And he told us on the Christmas show about Linda Tick. You taught him everything he knows about darts, anyway, didn't you?
Yeah, but
He's looking after the other side himself. He's all right. Everything else, he's all right. You know what I want you to do, don't you?
Yeah.
301 or more. You've done it once for us, Linda.
I know, yeah.
This audience, the best we've had tonight, are going to give you a tremendous round of applause. Give her a round of encouragement as she goes to charity.
So Linda Batten, England International. 301. It's 20. It's treble 1. And that's another 1, that's 24. So not such a good start for Linda.
Not ideal.
6 darts to go. 1.
Yep.
20.
There you go. There we go.
Another 20, that's 41. So
Some lucky
65.
charity's getting 65
Only
quid.
3 darts left. 20.
That's good.
Treble 20. Another treble.
There we
21,
go.
40, that's
Found her footing now. That's
205.
more like it. 205 quid. She's not happy.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
But still, what a good girl.
Eric once said that to us. It's the first 3, isn't it? You get that in your half a chance.
You
But
get
you
a good
did pull
shot,
it
yeah.
back, really, didn't you? Come in, let's have you in, Dick and Anne. This young lady has got for you £205, and so nearly did it, didn't she?
yeah.
It's there for you.
you.
Tell us a little bit, Dick, about the charity.
Such a condescending cunt, isn't he?
Community fund at the Otley Hospital.
The Otley Hospital. Is any particular area is it going?
Well, if possible, we'd like it to go towards the children.
To the children's. I'm sure we'll see to it that it goes there. It's £205, courtesy of this lovely lady. It's always nice to have her on the programme. Give her a nice round of applause. She's a bit special. Fabulous. We have the dart players on and they're all magic when they really are super. Now then, this is the board you've been waiting for. This is the board everybody who plays Bullseye wants to get to. It's Bully's Prize board. Come on, have a look at it. I'll just remind you very briefly about it. Come on, Dick and Anne, follow me down. It's Bully's Prize board. It's a test of memory as well as skill. Listen very carefully because we've got
Is it a
black
test
segments
of
and red
memory?
segments, and in every red segment, some super prizes.
In 1, a fully
Oh, is it-
automatic dishwasher. In 2,
A fucking Rupert Bear. I guess, yeah, you are remembering which prizes are where. I won't describe it.
his favourite. It's Rupert Bear. In 3, a home computer.
Nice.
In 4, this selection of kitchen equipment. In 5, a vanity kit.
Fucking hell, I've
It's
just
Rupert
realised.
Bear. In 3, a home computer. In 4,
It's the exact same one. My nan's still got that toaster. It's a fucking beast. They built them to last, but she's still got that in her kitchen. Nice deep
this
fat
selection
fryer,
of
lovely.
kitchen equipment. In 5, a vanity case. In 6, For party time, a cut glass crystal
Stunning.
punch ball. In 7, with its portable form, you're never alone. In 8, choose records to the tune of £100. And Bully's special
I hate
prize
this
this
voice
week,
he's doing.
every lady's dream. It's a blue fox fur coat.
Lovely.
Now then, all right. 9 marvellous prizes there, aren't there? We're giving you 9 chances to win them. 6 darts for you.
It's a beautiful fox fur coat vial. What are you talking about? The side of veal.
Dick, and 3 for you, Anne. All right, a little poem just to remind you to play the game. Keep out of the black and in the red.
Yeah, the prizes aren't great here, are they? I don't know what the mystery star prize is going to be like.
It's over to Tony for tonight's star prize board.
So it's prize time.
Number
9
2,
darts to
go for
and
Rupert.
This is the first one from Dick. And that's red. It's number 7.
That's fine. That's the portable telephone.
That's black. Black
Nice.
again.
Oh,
In you go.
3 darts for Anne.
thought I was in the red there.
That's red. It's number 1.
That's fine. That's the dishwasher.
That's a good prize.
That's black. Black again. Very unlucky.
In you go.
Still 3 darts to go, and it's Dick to throw. That's red. It's number 3.
That's fine. That's the computer.
Good prize. Ooh, is that worth holding on to now?
Oh, unlucky. Bounce
Not
out
great.
with a few of those. But that's black. Very hard luck.
Right, let's have a look at what you've won. You have won the dishwasher, the computer, and the portable telephone, and, of course, Bully's game. We'd like you to... Yes, why not? Surprise this thing very carefully. Why not? We'd like you to consider a gamble. You know the game by now. 101 or more with 6 darts. 3 for you, Dick, and 3 for you, Anne. You've chosen which
Gamble.
safe. You've got the time it takes the board to revolve to tell us what you'd like to do. Now,
Gamble,
talk about
take
these
the
3 nice
pun.
prizes there. And it's... I can only say it's not going all that often, but it's your decision. I don't want to influence you either. What do you think, audience? Come on, help them. Should they gamble? Come on! Do you think they should gamble? Now then, are you going to be influenced by this rabble we've got in from all over the Midlands? What do you think?
No, we're not going to take the gamble.
You're not going to gamble. You're taking the prizes.
Sensible.
Before you
Sensible.
go,
You gotta
I know they did
admire
ask us
that.
to do this right at the beginning. We always like mums and dads to do it. Give a wave to the kids down there. Go on.
Mark and Andrew.
Mark and give them away. No, that's it. There you are. They're going home with the prizes. They're taking the prizes. Taking them home. We've got here for you your 2 tankards. You take those with our compliments. You've been a dream on the show today. You have your bullseye tankards, £475, the bullseye darts, the solid silver keyring, and the tankards. Take those with our compliments. Dick, it's really been super meeting you. And Anne, give them a nice round of applause.
And Dan, also there. Push it off.
Nice.
I'd like a tankard as
We know
well.
the score now. We bring back the couple who were lying second in the game. That's Graham Davey and Barry Griffin from Television South. Bring them back on stage. Go on, boys. Hey, Graham. All right, yes, sir. Back again.
He's got cash in
Now,
hand.
how
He's
much
ready
money
to
have you won
gamble.
there, Barry?
£338. I think, I haven't counted it yet.
But I assure you, we're honest at centre. I promise you we are. You can gamble that for tonight's star prize.
We can, but we're not going to.
Oh,
We've had a
what?
great day and we're
Well,
going to keep our winnings.
Tell them out there you've had a good day.
Yeah,
We've had a
it's
great
been
day
very
and we're going to
enjoyable.
keep our winnings.
Keep the winnings.
Keep what we've got.
Are they sensible? We don't know. Barry, thank you very much indeed. Graham.
Are we not even going to get a fucking gamble on
Thank you,
this?
Barry.
Fuck.
Excellent. You really have had a marvellous time. It's been a bit special, this one. So we bring back
No,
the
it's-
couple who left us right at the beginning.
Okay, no,
Friends
they're
with
coming
not
back.
a lot of money, a chance to win a fortune. Keith Richards and Alan Core from Central. Come on.
It'd be a very sensible gamble. They only had, what, 110 quid or something? Oh my god, we're going to get the fucking feel-good cunt ending with these two. It's going to happen. The fucking best return possible, this.
Young Alan, how much have you got there?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. What do you want to do? I should think about this gamble. What do you think?
Go on!
There's nobody else left, is there? Non-dart player first. All right, non-dart player first, Alan. You know what you need, 101 or more. We're all rooting for you. It'd be marvellous, really, if you win. Come on, Alan, in you come. Come on, we make it. Over to Tony for tonight's star prize.
Chance for a turn-up then. So it's 101 or more. Alan to throw first,
What a turns this is taken.
and that's 17.
Where did that go? Okay, that's all right. 17, it's fine.
That's a 7.
God.
And that's the ball. So that is 74.
They're going to fucking do it. He's done all right there. I don't know if he was aiming for any of those, but he's done all right.
So Keith needing 27 or more. 1.
Oh, no. Oh, look how fucking nervous he is. I'm not trying to get the tension up. That's a 20 there. That's all right, isn't it? It's not a double, I don't think. Look at the way he's fucking throwing. He's terrified.
So
Can you even see him? Am I in the way? You need to see this chap. You can see him. You can see him just about. Let me get rid of myself for a second. You want to be looking at this bloke's face here.
needing 27 or more. 1. 20, he needs 6 or more. He's done it!
Fucking sign. There we go.
Look at it. There you are. You've got it.
Oh,
Stay there. Stay there. You've done incredibly well.
that couldn't have gone better.
Look at it. There you are. We'd like to thank you very much indeed for watching Bullseye. Look, come and watch us next week. Ooh, hasn't it been a good one tonight? See you next week. Bye. Is that all right?
Absolutely fantastic. What a fucking gamble that was. Thank you again for the big Jim Bowen. Cheers. Wonderful stuff. Feel good come beginning. Good episode that, wasn't it? I quite like those older ones. When I don't know if it's fair to say Jim's on form, but certainly more passionate about Bullseye. Thank you, Alex Takeover, for the big Jim as well. Right, we're moving on to Strike It Lucky. This might be very, very loud. Let me just figure this out. Looks about right. Touch up, maybe. What year was that? I don't know. Spud Gun? There you go. Before I'd even said his name. 1983. Whoops. There we go. Oh, I feel bad turning that off. Thank you for the big hotspot. What's this? Adam, get on this bargain, mate. What is it? It is a retro. It's just a tankard that somebody stuck the logo on, though, isn't it? That's like a new thing. 32 quid. Only one left. It's not the real deal, is it? Monkey! Look at this! Why has it got that on it? I'm guessing the rare promotional world famous PG Tips monkey. Thank you. Something's happened here. Hotspots all over the shop. Thank you, Callum. Cheers. Thank you for the resub. And A-. Crazy that Jim Bowen was only like 6 years older than Tom Campbell here. I'd say you're taking the piss, but you're not. That's about right, isn't it? Is it world famous? How much did he pay for that? See item details. Bargain. Absolute fucking steal for $8.75. From Doug's Cheeky Treasure. I bet he's got some cool stuff here. He's got, oh, look at that. Plush grommet. It's got a different type of monkey with a red nose. Never even seen that one before. So wait, no, this is the real deal. He's not charging 32 quid for a recently printed thing, is he? I reckon that might be the real deal. It's tat, isn't it? I think that's legit, though. He's got some stuff. A Mr. Potato Head from Mrs. Potato Head, sorry, from Toy Story 2. A Thai Beanie Buddy. I had that one. That's not the Princess Di one, is it? Or is that the Millennium one? It's the Millennium one. I remember that. Celebrating the year 2000. Be worth a fortune. 1450. Dog. An Andrex puppy. 36 quid for an Andrex puppy. That's a bit much, isn't it? He's got some great stuff. I'm expecting something quite problematic to pop up here. I think any moment. Oh, do you remember those? The Cadbury's mugs. 650. It's already in somebody's basket. Get on it quick. The toilet roll? What are you talking about, the toilet roll? The Simpsons dashboard driver? Where's the toilet roll? I don't know what you're talking about with the toilet roll. I might have missed it. What else has he got? He's just been to the car boot. Got to admire it, haven't you? A seal? Do you want a seal? A Wade pink money box? Pink pig money box? Another second grommet? PG Tips monkey there? And of course he's got the NatWest piggy bank. I was lied to. I was told that my NatWest piggy bank would be worth an absolute fortune. That's not even the cheapest one. The cheapest one's the baby. That's what you get when you put a quid in when you open the account. The baby one. This one, you'd have had to put 100 quid in the account or something for that. 14 quid. Andrex toilet. Oh, yeah, that's what I was worried about, DiCarino, but we just about got away with it there. Quaker Oats. This is a great YouTube Etsy store. Britvic glasses. That. Free delivery on that. It's a tiny, lovely vintage glass. Isn't that beautiful on your mantle? Wouldn't that look so nice? Craftsmanship on that. Artistry. That, a Viking crystal. Big fan. Big fan. Right. Strike it lucky time. Callum, thank you very much for the resub. A-, thank you very much for the bits. This is all stuff that would be £3 in British Heart Foundation. You're not wrong. That's exactly what he's done. But you've got to admire it, haven't you?
On Strike It Lucky tonight, a jackpot of £3,000. Enjoy a wonderful champagne breakfast, followed by a magical trip to London Zoo.
Okay, right, that makes
Travel in
sense with the polar
style
bear.
with a beautiful chauffeur-driven Rolls-Royce for the day. Or stun
right.
them all in the sun with stylish, sexy, elegant swimwear. All these prizes waiting to be won tonight on Strike It Lucky. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your host,
Sure.
Michael
Very
Barrymore.
sexy. Say it.
Thank you.
Michael.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Welcome. What?
Wait.
What?
Wait.
Wait a minute.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Wait. Nice to meet you. Bill and
Pat.
Hello, Pat. Nice to see you. Whereabouts
Right, well, we've got our fucking team that we're backing, obviously.
are you from?
From Farnborough, Kent.
Farnborough, Kent.
Yes.
Echo.
Shadow.
Your shadow. I see. And you married?
Oh, yes.
Very well.
Oh, yes.
50 years this year.
50 years. Whereabouts did you meet?
Oh, yes. We met at a dance, didn't we, in
Yeah, in the
Kennington?
dance, yeah.
A dance.
Yes.
Yeah. So you did the little dance. And
Yes, and then he seemed to lose. I said, I'll teach you to dance, see?
Yeah.
So I went round with
Proper
him.
romance.
I didn't do very well, and he lost a bit of interest.
Oh, he
but
lost interest.
during the evening, he came over again. When it was time to go home, he asked if he could see me home.
Yeah, I
Slim
see you
pickings.
home.
Oh, yes, after the evening is finished, is I'll see you home.
Oh, that was
And I
nice.
thought it was a bit, you know.
But you
and he was a
say
little
no
bit,
more.
Oh,
Well, lovely story. Enjoy your evening, Bill and Pat. All right? Have a lovely night. Hi, welcome to the last in the series. Nice to meet you. No, you enjoy yourself. Right, it's Brian, and you're not Brian off the Magic Roundabout, are you, Brian?
No, a bit tall.
Oh, so like him, boing. And Linda.
I'm Linda.
You're Linda. Right, Brian, what do you do for a living?
Electrician.
Electrician?
Yeah.
And Linda?
I'm a skivvy in a pub.
Skivvy in a
Magazine
pub?
pub.
In a magazine pub?
What's a magazine
What's that?
pub?
What's that? Is that
In
the
New
name?
Brighton.
In New Brighton.
Yes.
Anything else you'd like
New
to tell us before we
Brighton?
carry on?
What's New Brighton? What's a magazine pub in New Brighton? What's New Brighton? Is there a New Brighton? There is a New Brighton. Is it next to Old Brighton? No, it's in Merseyside. Never heard of New Brighton.
Is that the place?
Yes.
Yeah, and where did you meet?
We met in a pub, actually.
Met in the pub?
Yeah.
And was she working there?
She was, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So how did you sort of chest her up? What did you say?
Well, I think I was just buying a few drinks at the time and
That'll do it.
took her home in a taxi later on.
Yeah.
She had a taxi and he
That was
grew
it.
on me.
Yeah.
You had a taxi and it grew on you? Did you see a doctor about this? Well, welcome, Linda and Brian. Relax and enjoy yourself. Have a lovely evening with us. OK, Brian and Linda.
Right.
Hello, Anne.
Hello.
Hiya. Nice to meet you. And Nigel. And are you married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long?
3 years.
And what's your job? What do you do?
I'm clerical officer for British Telecom, but I used to be a topless model and a kissogram girl.
Did you?
Right.
Get back! Look, it's starting to move
Wasn't
forward
expecting
now.
that.
I see. And you've got a lovely dress on, have you? Oh, you've got a little tattoo.
Yeah, it's good that, look.
How many of them you got?
Got another one there. I normally charge 10 quid for this, you
Don't
know.
mind if...
No, that's the first thing I see about it when I'm
It's
out.
the first thing you see. We
Yeah,
can't miss it,
yeah,
can you?
can't miss
Look,
it, can you?
Come round here. Let's have a look. Look at these.
Yeah.
Look at
Let's
that.
have a look.
Right, get wait. All right, Bill. There, get the art going. Want it, Bill? There we are. And what's that one?
It's just a bird.
A bird. Yeah.
Is it?
That one.
Fuck is that? It's a splodge. It's a very hungry caterpillar, isn't it? Fucking Michael.
It's a butterfly.
Butterfly.
That's a fucking butterfly. Is it? Oh, it's got some shit coming off it. It's on the vine or the leaf or something. His fucking face there.
It's a butterfly.
butterfly.
Then you can have a look at that one.
Michael, fuck off.
So I'm just checking. So, you haven't, is that it?
You're not seeing any more, Michael.
Hey?
That's it.
Well, you
No,
ain't-
no, Nigel. No, I know how far to go.
You ain't seen the fourth one anyway.
I haven't seen the fourth one.
I said you ain't seeing it.
Oh, I ain't seen it?
No.
No, well, we'll change the competition, can't we? Guess where the fourth one is, eh? Hey, Bill, come on, have a guess.
Oh, fuck off.
Now, it's Bill. This is Anne. Look at that, Bill. Now, what would you have thought, you know, all those years ago, before it's lovely, isn't it?
Get your glasses on, Bill.
Yeah, so, hey?
Where's the fourth one then?
No, Bill. You've got to guess that one, OK? So, sorry, Pat. It's all right. It's OK. It'll be OK. You can go back now. That's lovely. That's wonderful. All the tattoos. And where did you meet, by the way?
We met in a pub. That was the first thing I noticed about Anne, actually, the tattoos. So.
That was the first thing you noticed about her?
Yeah.
Well, what did
she
you
was
think?
wearing. She wasn't wearing much that evening either.
Well, no, that was a job. Were you working at the time, Anne?
No, not when I met Nigel. I packed it up by then.
Oh, you packed it up.
Yeah.
So when you did it, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, loved it.
You did? Oh.
Yeah.
It's gone very quiet then. And, so what was it? Are they the ones that you noticed?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
So,
Yeah. She was bending over.
No, we had the light off
it's
then.
so embarrassing when the head of light and entertainment
was the
pulls
fourth
out
one.
like that. OK, let's get some more stars in here. So, that's me out of a career. So,
Just you fucking wait.
all the best of luck to tonight. Thanks for showing us your tattoos. Well done, Nigel. Do a nice round of applause.
Right, good. Well, I want to back the old couple. It did go on quite a long time, didn't it, Callum? That particular bit of banter. We'll back the old people, probably.
OK, now the idea of the game is to get from one side to the other. The first couple
Sorry,
to get across
banter.
gets a chance to go onto our jackpot tonight and win anything up to £3,000. You tossed a coin earlier on to decide who's going first. So if your partners would like to go to their places, we can start. Let's give a nice round of encouragement. Here we go.
Normie's in the middle.
All right, everybody in their places. Tattoos at the ready. Here we go. All right, now the first category is F words, Bill.
F words?
F words, yeah. OK, 2, 3 or 4?
3, please.
3. For your first move, this describes a bundle of sticks.
Fucker.
Yep, that
For
one.
your second move, this is one side of a many-sided body.
A facet.
And for your third move, story not founded on fact.
A fable.
That's it, 3 moves to you, Bill.
He's done well. He's got 3 moves. That's what it means. That's what it means. It's not...
Right, Pat. OK, I'll just explain the first part of the game here. Now, on each of your moves, you could win a prize. It looks simple, but mixed up in the screen by a computer are up to 8 hotspots. You have to decide when to bank your prizes to avoid the hotspot. What is a hotspot? Nope. That's it. OK, Pat, you come in here.
I'm
First
good,
screen,
Vile.
Strike the screen. There
What
we
you
are.
got?
Let's see what you got.
Watch
A
out the way.
portable
Portable colour
What do
TV.
you want to do? Do you want to bank it or risk there's nothing on your screen?
You keep going. Keep going.
A portable colour TV.
Go on.
All right, you want to go on? OK, strike the screen. A day out
Get
of
her out of the
London
fucking
Zoo.
way. No, keep going. Not fast.
The portable TV and the day out of London Zoo. Do you bank those?
Bank it.
Hey?
Bank it.
No.
Bank it.
OK, they're banking it. They've got those 2 prizes. All right, here we go.
Oh, 2 nice prizes there.
All right, then. On to the next category, which is for you, Brian, and it's wine. 2, 3 or 4? Wine.
2, please.
2. For your first move, here we go. The following wines are produced in which country? Burgundy.
France.
And for your second move,
Didn't know that.
Frascati.
Should have known that.
Italy.
Italy's right. 2 moves to you. OK. Right, Linda. OK, first screen absolutely free to you. So you'd like to come in here. That's it. And strike the screen. A fridge.
Nice.
Now, what do you want to do? You want to bank that, or is there something on the next screen?
Go on.
You've got 2 moves. OK, over you come. Strike the screen. Oh, there's the first one. You lose the
Get
fridge.
rid of it. I feel like Do people buy new fridges? This is a daft fucking question, right? Just stick with me. Do people buy new fridges unless their fridge is broken? If you've got a fridge, you don't need a new one unless you need a new one, right?
Okay, but you're equal there with
It's a
Pat.
shit
Okay.
prize, and
We go on to the next
the fridge
category,
always
which
comes
is
up. Big
numbers.
American
It's for
fridge
you,
freezer.
Nigel. Numbers, 2, 3 or 4?
3, please.
3, well done. For your first move, how many Dalmatians appeared in the Walt
101.
Disney film?
101.
And for your second move, how many thieves do you associate with
40.
Alibaba?
40.
And for your third move, what number do you associate with the Force from Neverone?
Don't know.
10.
That's it, 3 moves for you, Nigel. There we go.
About to buy a new fridge. What, and your old one's not packed in? More money than sense, Tom Earl 07.
Good run, nice little easy category for him. But that doesn't matter, that's how they come out, isn't it?
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah. Oh, blood. Right the screen. 20 LPs of your choice.
Go on, go on,
Carry
go
on.
on.
Okay, Anne. All right, strike the screen. £100 and 20 LPs of your
Not
choice.
fussed about 100 quid. They're going to get
Bank it.
stung here.
Bank it.
We'll bank
Bank
it.
it.
Banking it, then.
Sensible.
Right, those are yours
Got a bigger
as well.
house. Congratulations, Tom. Glad to hear
All
it,
right.
mate.
Come on to
I
the
read that
next
as lips
category
as well.
for you,
20
Bill.
new
It's
lips.
Olivier Films. Lawrence Olivier Films. 2, 3 or 4?
2, please.
2. For your first move, in which film did Olivier play the part of Heathcliff?
Wuthering Heights.
Which part?
Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights is right. And for your second move, in which of these films did Olivier appear with Kirk Douglas in the title role? In which of these films did Olivier
No
appear
idea.
with
Bridge
Kirk
too
Douglas
far?
in the title role?
I think it's
Oh, Henry.
Spartacus.
Is that a guess?
Yes.
Good guess.
No
2 moves
idea.
are yours. All right.
Don't really work title role, does it?
Very excited there, Pat. You okay? Enjoy yourself. That's it. There you go.
Locking the screens.
£100. Now, do you want to bank that, or is there something on the next screen?
What should we say? Bank it or go on?
You're going on. Okay. There you go. Strike the screen. Rolls Royce. That's what's going to happen. Okay. Right, Bill. Okay. You can see them all right up there. Can you see
Yes,
the prizes?
yes,
You
lovely.
look a bit bewildered.
You're lovely.
You're lovely. Bill said I'm lovely. Good luck, Bill. Next category, writers and their regions for you, Brian. Writers and their regions.
2, please.
2? Okay, for your first move, with which part of Britain do you particularly associate the writer James Herriot?
Yorkshire.
Lake District.
Sorry?
The Lake District.
Is wrong, I'm afraid, so it comes to you, Nigel. Which part of Britain do you particularly associate the writer
it's
James
Yorkshire.
Herriot?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire is right. And for your second move, with which part of Britain is the novelist Thomas Hardy usually associated?
Dorset.
Thomas Hardy?
Or is it Cornwall? No,
Wales.
Dorset.
Hey?
Wales.
No, that's wrong, I'm afraid. So, Bill, you can take these 2 moves. Which part of Britain is the novelist Thomas Hardy usually associated?
Dorset.
That's right, you got the 2 moves. There you are. Okay.
They're doing all right, the old couple here, aren't they?
Strike the screen. £150. Now, you want to bank that? You're adding up the money now.
Thank you.
Banking it. Okay.
They've got to be
Well
close to a
done.
hotspot, haven't they?
All right. We come on to
I've
the
seen
next
Gladiator
category.
2. I've not seen
Brian,
Gladiator
it's
1 yet,
bloodshot.
Snowgraves.
2, 3 or 4?
I'll try 3.
3, well done. Okay, for your first move, who had a #1 hit with All You Need Is Love in
Beatles.
1967?
The Beatles.
The Beatles is right. And for your second move, who had a #1 hit with a song called Under the Moon of Love in 1967?
Sure, what? Shoddy waddy.
Quite pleased in the audience, you must have no help, thank you.
I
And
don't
who
know what
got
that
to
was.
#1 in 1973 with Young Love?
Donny Osmond.
Donny Osmond.
That's right, 3 moves are yours. Well done.
I couldn't resist. I'm going to stop doing it now. It's not on.
All right, okay, Linda?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, when do you like?
He's awkward tonight, isn't he, Barrymore? That's a great prize. Bank that. Don't miss out on that.
Bank it, yeah.
Good.
That's a very good idea.
Well
You've got to
played.
lose it. 2 weeks in Ibiza, there we are.
Fortnite as well.
There we are. Worth answering the questions for?
Was, yeah.
Yeah, right. Volcanoes for you, Nigel. 2, 3 or 4?
2, please, Michael.
2. For your first move, which of these volcanoes destroyed the ancient Roman town of Pompeii?
Vesuvius.
Which of these volcanoes destroyed the ancient Roman town of Pompeii?
Vesuvius.
And for your second move, which of these volcanoes is on the Mediterranean island of Sicily?
Etna.
Etna.
That's right, 2 moves are yours.
They were the only 2 that I knew there as well. Got lucky.
competition going on here. All right, come in a little bit, Anne. That's it, strike the screen.
That's all right.
You haven't lost anything. You've got one move across. That's the way to play the game. Come over to you now, Bill. And the next category is rivers in Britain. Two or three? You've only got 3 screens.
I'll have 3, please.
Will you?
Yeah.
All right, then. Rivers in Britain. For your first move, which is the longest river in Great Britain?
The Thames.
Is it? I thought it was the Severn.
No, I'm afraid it's not. So just
He was confident there as well.
Now, which is the longest river in Great Britain?
The Severn.
And for your second move, which is the longest river wholly in England?
Thames.
The Thames.
And for the third move, which is the longest river in Scotland?
Clyde.
The
Clyde.
It's not, I'm afraid.
Oh, is it
You've got
not?
a chance now,
Is it the
Nigel,
Tay?
for 3 moves. Which is the longest river in Scotland?
Tay.
That's right, you take the 3 moves. It's okay.
I was confident there as well.
All right, Anne?
Yeah, all right, you all right?
Oh, cut it out, I say that.
Just call that, Nigel. Yeah.
Put her in line, put her in line.
Get off.
Oi, I was only helping. Come on, you can do it. So it don't work for me. A weekend in
Stratford, lovely. Carry it, yeah.
What, East?
Want to carry on?
Keep going.
Nice place, Stratford.
Carry on.
Go on, go on. That's East London, isn't it?
Someone has uploaded your
Right.
Twitch highlight. If this is a fucking fart, I don't recognise it. Adam Pacitti, best Twitch
Does your dad
moments.
beat you?
3 days. It's lovely. Thank you, Michael Parkinson's free. Is that you, by any chance, Jam? Has only got 7 views on it. Best Twitch moments. Oh, some of these are quite nice. It's Mark from the hotel. Big pair of tits. Okay, thank you. Cheers, whoever did that. I assume that was you. Thanks.
East London, isn't it? Stratford.
Not that Stratford.
Oh, sorry.
It's in East London. The other Stratford.
Oh, sorry.
You know, where the Doublets lives.
Oh, right, yeah.
Where he works. You know? Old Shakespeare, old Shaky, I know him, he's in the East End.
Never mind.
There anyway now. All right, next category. We come now to you, Bill. 2 or 3. The category is who was Prime Minister? 2 or 3?
Try 3.
You try 3. Good luck. Who was the Prime Minister at the
fucking
outbreak of the Second World War in 1939?
Churchill?
Who was the Prime Minister?
Oh, I
at the
don't know.
outbreak
I
of the
assume it's
Second World War in
Was it
1939?
Chamberlain?
Chamberlain.
And for your second move, who was Prime Minister at the time of the Suez Crisis in 1956?
Oh, that was Anthony.
Oh, 56.
It was. And for your third move, who was Britain's Prime Minister at the end of the First World War in 1918?
1918, Lloyd George.
3 moves are yours.
He's good.
There's your stuff.
Didn't have a clue on those.
After all those questions, don't seem fair, does it? Never mind. OK, we come on to the next category, which is for you, Brian, and it's African countries. 2, 3 or 4?
2, please.
2. For your first move, which of these African countries has a Mediterranean coastline?
Libya.
And for your second move, which of these African countries was formerly a Portuguese territory?
Mozambique?
Mozambique. Guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Did you see Big Chris pass away?
OK, Linda, making a good
Who's
race
Big
of this one.
Chris? I'll have a look later, mate. What's this? It's Big Chris. Oh, what? Not the guy that... Oh, my fucking God. We need to see this. You know what? I was looking at stuff for episodes of this earlier, and this one popped up, and it's the nicest episode that we've ever watched. He gets really emotional. I think he was there with his mum at the time. And he gets it was his mum, wasn't it? He gets really emotional. It was the nicest episode that we ever watched. He passed away this year. That's really sad. I didn't know that he had popped up on like a interview thing with him. Oh, I'll have to watch this at some point. He was lovely. He was a really, really lovely bloke. Got very emotional. Thank you. You know what? I'm going to bookmark that. Who's this? Big Chris. They cleaned up on Strike It Lucky. They went the whole way at the end, and he was fucking welling up. And he grabbed Barrymore and lifted him up, and he was hugging it. It was like the biggest moment of his life, and it was beautiful. Rest in peace, Big Chris. Indeed, he was a really nice bloke.
Strike the screen. He's clever, isn't he? You didn't know all that, did you? £200.
Nice.
A lot of money. You're keeping it? All right, you've got £200. Take that on your holiday. There we go.
Yeah, I don't think they're making it to the end, are
Coming
they?
out to you, Nigel, and it's signs of the zodiac. And you've got 3, 2 or 3. Signs of the zodiac. Depends on how well you know your zodiac. Signs.
3, 2, 3. 2, please. 2, please.
2.
Why is he
All
conferring?
right, what is the sign for Taurus?
Bull.
What is the sign for Taurus?
Bull.
And for your second move, what is the sign for Gemini? The sign for Gemini?
Twins?
Must have an answer. What is the sign for Gemini? Just take a guess.
I think it's twins.
Nigel.
Take your fucking time, Nigel.
Gemini.
Just he's, you know what? He's being a fucking cunt here. He's looking over, and she's obviously going 1, 2, 3. Bullshit.
Let's just have a stab at it.
Ram.
It's wrong, I'm afraid, Nigel. Sorry about that. So, chance for you now, Bill. What is the sign for Gemini?
Go on, Bill.
That's right.
Go on.
2 moves.
That's more like it.
All right, Pat, strike the screen.
They're going to do it here.
A leather briefcase. Nice prize.
No.
Going on. All right, strike the screen. Folding bicycles and the leather briefcase. All right, now this is the point of the show where you've got to decide whether you want to bank those prizes or answer the main Strike It Lucky question.
Answer the question, they're not fussed about
In
those.
a couple of minutes' time. All right, we'll see you after the break. All right, see you then. Bye. Halfway mark, Linda just behind, and Pat's up here on the main Strike It Lucky question. Right, you had a chance during the break to decide what you're going to do. Do you want to bank those prizes or answer the jackpot question and go on to tonight's final? Bill?
Answer the question.
Can I answer the question?
Just a bit of ice, Vile. It went into my mouth by mistake.
Confer as loud as you like, then I'll ask it again, and I must have an answer. You get it correct, okay, you'll go on tonight. Here we go. You could say you've struck it lucky when you celebrate your ruby wedding. How many
40.
years have you been... Eh?
40.
She's straight fucking in there.
You'll go on to tonight's final.
They've done it. They've been married for 50 years. Of course she fucking knows. You know what? That's the only one I know as well. I vividly remember my grandparents' 40th anniversary, their wedding anniversary, as being ruby. What's pearl? Because they had pearl as well. Is that 50? Up the oldies and goodies.
After you land, go back to your husband.
Is pearl 50?
All right, Linda. There we are. Well done.
Pearl's 35. 30? People saying different things.
So you know that one. All right, then, let's tell you what you
30
won.
or 35. I remember that one as well.
Empty-handed. You've won 20 LPs of your choice and £100. And thanks for being with us and a lot of fun. You enjoyed yourself?
Yeah.
Good. Well done. Give a nice round of applause. Brian and Linda. You've won £200 and a couple of weeks in Ibiza. Have a lovely holiday. Enjoy your time.
That's not
there.
bad.
Thank you for being with us.
Bit of spending money.
All of you will get a memento of the show. You get to take home with you, so you can play the game at home. All right. And let's tell you now, Pat and Bill.
I tried downloading the DVD game for this today, but it was from archive.org and it was going to take too long.
£250, a chance to make that up to £3,000. Let's give them all a nice round of applause. Pat,
You're not going to see the 4th tattoo, you pervert.
all right, here we go. Pat, lights out just there, face me. Bill,
Go in the middle, don't go overboard.
all right, now, this is how we play the end game. You move across as before, but this time you play the game horizontally and vertically. I'm going to ask you which move you want to make. You shout out top, middle, or bottom. If you look at the screen there now, you can see we've got 10 arrows, 10 questions, and 10 hotspots.
Thank you, Adam Josino.
If the question
Great
comes
mod.
up, it'll be true or
Great
false.
guy.
Give me an incorrect answer, it becomes a hotspot. If you go for our top money tonight of £3,000, you cannot hit any more than 2 hotspots. For £2,000,
I
no
love
more
the
than 3
Internet
hotspots, and
Archive.
£1,000, no more than 4 hotspots.
They're trying to
You've got a
take it
different
down,
system
aren't
on
they?
this particular series.
It is really
If
good.
you
It's
go
very
for our
slow,
top
though.
money,
If you download in big
£3,000,
files.
and you failed to get across, we're going to give you £300 for every
It's
move
like
you
2
make successfully,
gigabytes.
but not for the hotspots.
It was going to
The
take
same
about
for
4
£2,000
hours.
would be £200, and for £1,100. All right then. So
Yes.
you've got to make your mind up. Before you do, the computer will jumble them all up.
Favourite
Right,
thing I
that's
found
it,
on the
they've gone. What?
archive. I've got, you know what? I got a load of those Wii U games from there. There was like a big directory, just every Wii U game, which is only about 12. No, there was like 60, 70 Wii U games on there, all direct download. Fantastic.
You're going to go 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000, and the prize you've got already, they're yours. What do you think they should do?
I love the Wayback Machine, obviously, as well. Just looking at old
Go
stuff.
for the 3,000. Let's wish them luck.
Oh, it's risky business here. I like the Wii U out toaster.
Here we go. All
I'm a
right,
big
then.
fan of the
For
Wii
first
U.
one, for £300 on this one, and hopefully right away across for £3,000. The top, middle, or bottom? Top one.
Fucking rough start that.
That's not a very good start. Okay, we'll allow you one more.
No, I'm good, Snowgraves. Thank you, though.
We've got, well,
I've got one.
Was that start as well? Top, middle, or bottom? Top again. We don't want a hot spot. That's a question. Okay? This is true or false? June the 4th is American Independence Day. True or false?
True.
You say that's
July.
True? I mean, it's false, I'm afraid. It's July the 4th.
Fucking hell.
I'm sorry about that, Bill and Pat. So that's your 2 hotspots gone, right?
Whoops.
You cannot afford a hit anymore. Okay, come a little bit forward. Don't worry, all is not lost yet. Okay? Top, middle, or bottom? No, we don't want a hotspot. The top one, the middle, or the bottom? Top again? Top one? We don't want
This
a hotspot.
isn't going well.
It's another question. Now, you get this right, we've got our first £300, okay? The Gideons are an organisation who distribute Bibles to hotels. True
Yeah, that's
or
true.
false?
It's true.
That's true, your first 300. There we are, run away. There we go.
Right, you got some cash.
Stand there, Pat. All right, top, middle or bottom? You've got 300.
They've got some work to do here.
I think we'll have the top again.
You going there again?
Yeah, we're trying for the
You
top.
sure? All right, you want to go where you like. That's it, the top one again. Oh, it's another question. Okay.
Not making this easy.
A full set of adult human teeth consists of 42 teeth.
False. I think it's fewer.
Can I get yours?
Count mine. Right,
Isn't it
yours
30,
got-
36 or
Just
something?
poked his eye out
It's in
there.
the 30s. I don't think it's in the
Try and win
40s.
for you, don't worry, there we are. Okay, so
32, is it?
I'll ask you a
False.
question
Say
again.
false.
Think about it. A full set of
Go on,
adult
count
human
'em.
teeth consists of 42 teeth. True or false?
I'm going to say
No, false.
true.
No.
What
No!
we gone for? It's 32, I'm afraid. That becomes ours. But never mind, let's give him a nice round of applause. Come down here.
That was the worst.
Just stand there.
300 quid.
Well done. You went very game and went. Just stand here, Bill. That's lovely. Let's have a look at the screen. Let's see where they all were.
They've had a nice day out.
See where they all are.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty little things. But never mind, you're not going to very game to go for the big money. You're taking with you tonight a portable colour TV, a day out at London Zoo, a Rolls Royce for a day, £250 you won early on, plus the 300, that's £550 as well. You enjoyed yourself? Been a lovely couple.
They're
That's all
cute,
we've got time
aren't
for.
they?
See you at the same time next week. Good night, God bless. All right, good night. Thank you. Well done.
I wish they won a bit more. Nah. Hey, the right team won, though, and they won some cash. Right, it's 1945. I'm making really good time here. I've got like 15 minutes to fuck about if I want to. I'm booting up Electric Dreams. We're heading off to the 1980s now. Let's have a look at that. Oh, I've already closed it. Where's the thing from earlier? The best bits. Let's see what made the cut.
Team. Does your dad beat
How loud's that? God.
team? Does your dad beat you at darts?
Right. Oh, I don't want to listen to my own fucking laugh here.
As often as possible.
He's funny too. Can't remember him.
Enjoy blind date.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have
Oh,
you
it's the
on
American
board,
fella.
ladies
Credit.
and gentlemen.
Woman, we're rooting for her.
Sounds like an interesting job. And you used to be in the black and white minstrels.
Yes, I did.
Do you remember them, ladies and gentlemen?
Remember that.
The thing about this is, nothing can go wrong.
Remember this? We know what's fucking coming here. Yep. There he is. That fucking face. I'll probably just skim this. What else we got? Yeah, she does a nice picture. He does a nice picture, rather.
Yeah, it has been shit.
Yeah, I know.
What do you But we do
Bully
bullseye
on
all the
top.
time. You must have something to chat about. Why don't we have a chat?
I can't save this. It's too far gone.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. What's your top 3 Easter eggs, mate?
Told you last week I don't eat chocolate.
Crisps?
Crisps.
Yeah.
What flavours are brands?
Flavours.
Vile, this made best Twitch moments. So this is how good the streams are. Alright? Us talking about crisps. Best Twitch moments.
Great
Do these every week. Every single week I do these, and this has made the cut.
question. Great question. Too good of a question.
What do you mean too good?
Salt and vinegar I like.
Yeah, salt and vinegar's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Brown cocktail.
Good choice.
You only do this for 14 minutes.
I can't do this for 14 minutes. I can do it for 14 seconds if you want.
Yeah, go on.
Why skip it?
Every little helps.
Put Bullseye on. Save the stream.
Put Bullseye on. Should we finish with Bullseye? And
Yeah,
never
save the
do
stream.
American telly again?
Was it one of those?
Bin America off. Bin the calling off.
The calling,
Bin it all
the
off.
calling's
King Ian Moore official. Isn't that TikTok bloke? I'm sure I know the name King Ian Moore. First time chatter. You seen those Marmite crisps? I'm sure King Ian Moore is a thing.
good, but the call-in has been good. But the problem is only about 20 people want to call in. No disrespect to you, obviously, Vile. You are saving things right now. But it is the same people every time.
I've been forced to phone in.
I know. I can see the chat. Everybody's going, call in, Vile, save the fucking stream. There you go. Sorry if that took your ears off. What should we finish with then? We can do go. I don't know.
What was I thinking with that? What was I fucking thinking? Why didn't anybody tell me? Awful.
Right, I'm going to show you this video of Mark from the hotel because I think it's class. And then I'll start reading your very, very generous donations. Thank you very much. Oh,
yeah,
didn't mean to press that just yet. Here he is, right? This might be a bit loud. Well, you might not be able to hear it at all. There we go. You'll never guess who's under that beard. It's so fucking funny, this.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ho, 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 hooray!
It's him. You know what? We're like over 10 years on from the hotel now. I think he has aged tremendously.
Stand by that. I don't think this is the one where he jokes about Barrymore in the pool. It's a long old video. Probably just me pausing it for ages.
Fucking Barrymore pool joke.
It was. Take it back. What's this about?
And Lockie, thank you very much. Country something. Country. Onto the floor.
That's why. That's why that's made the cut, apparently.
Scottish Night is brilliant. It's one of the best.
A different...
Fucking hell. Look at just the state of it. Truly. Right, we're moving on. It is time for the main event of the evening. Thank you very much, whoever sent that in. It's like 30 odd views in the last 10 minutes. What was I thinking? Well, that was for Cody, wasn't it? And then he lost anyway. So I had bleach blonde hair for... I didn't mind the blonde either. I thought the blonde was okay. You change appearance so often. I'm like a Chris Jericho, me. Always reinventing myself. Right. We are finishing off with Electric Dreams. Let me just get this all set up. There we go.
Over the last 40 years, technology...
Just in case you missed it last week, a family go back in time. Last week they were in the 70s. Every 5 minutes or so, a new year starts and a new piece of technology is delivered to the family's house. We're now in the 80s, full of Sony Walkmans and Rubik's Cubes. Big playlist I made. Oh, I've just fucked my fucking... Don't remove that. I've almost just broken everything. I fucked a big playlist I made a while ago of what? Party Boy Pacitti's greatest hits. Who's done that? Adam Pacitti laughing compilation. Adam Pacitti head massager review. What's that? Oh, I got that off Amazon. I ended up sending it back.
I'm
hell. I forgot about this.
branching off into consumer product review videos, and today I'm going to show you the iDream S5 head massage helmet. This isn't a sponsor video. He recommended this because I've been getting very, very bad migraines. And so you put it on your head like so. You tighten up at the back, work it harder, make it better, do it, and then you pop it on at the side using this button, and it makes loud bird noises as it inflates and deflates, squishing your...
You don't want to know how much this fucking thing was meant to be. I've got a feeling, because this was for like, because I was getting such bad migraines, and I was like, all the reviews were like, oh, this will help out. It was either 300 or 400 quid. I sent it back. I got rid of it because all it did, it had these little twisty thing. It wasn't like vibrations. It would like go like that on your head, but all it would do is pull your hair really hard. It was fucking horrible. It was a really shitty thing. Right. What are you doing? Address this, please. What's this? Why are you sending... Oh. Well, this is from... This is from the Employ Adam thing, I think. That's my mate, Tim. He's a lovely fellow. This was filmed at a bar called White Rock on the Isle of Wight. Shoes, TK Maxx. Sean, lovely fella. Sadly, no longer with us, actually. That bloke is a really nice guy. I don't know why somebody's clipped it, but that was it was part of my video CV. Voice hasn't changed. It was just my voice, isn't it? No, not much has changed. It was very stiff, yes.
Has developed with dizzying speed. But how has technology changed us?
That was a bit Brett Domino, wasn't it? I don't think that was intentional. That was fucking yonks ago. I don't know when I did the billboard thing. It was pre-What Culture, obviously. I want to say 2011 with Brett Domino. Were they even around then? Brett Domino Trio? Don't know. Did you know you can put videos on... Thank you, Kelsey. I'll keep that in mind. Did I get hired? I did get hired. I had about 60-odd job offers from that, and I ended up working down in Cornwall for a company called Keo Digital, who were the digital wing of Keo Films, who make television shows. And I was down there for a year, and I was fucking shit, and left before they fired me, because they would have fired me because I was fucking rubbish. It wasn't a Ponzi scheme. I got a lot of weird offers. And I decided to go down to Newquay and embarrass myself for a year. It was I was really bad. I was really, really bad at the job. I was hired as a viral producer, went down, lived in Newquay. And then I remember at the end, because they were shifting operations and they were going to go in Bridport, I want to say. Is Bridport Dorset? Devon? And I remember the conversation with my boss at the time, and he just went, so we're moving to Bridport. I mean, you are welcome to come if you want. And I just went, it's not worked out, has it? It's not worked out. So I moved back to the Isle of Wight for 2 years. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was shite. Street Fighter 2, that, isn't it? I think that's 2. We had that on the SNES. Bridport is lovely. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. It would have been really nice living there and failing some more. Adam, that's literally how I feel right now. Yeah, that stuff passes. I went down. I was really arrogant. I was a wanker, to be honest. I went down there thinking that everything I touched would turn to gold. I could just make shit go viral, because I had a couple of projects that had sort of taken off a little bit. I went down there. I didn't know a fucking thing. Knew absolutely nothing. So it was just a year of being humbled. And how old was I? 22, maybe? Could I do it now? No, definitely not. I think part of the problem was trying to make stuff go viral that was never going to go viral just because of its very nature. But they also gave me the opportunity to do stuff, like just start my own stuff, and hopefully it'll take off. And I started a YouTube channel on there, and I was shit because I can't present. I still can't present now. I'm rubbish at it. I don't know if anyone's noticed. And so tried that. Nobody was subscribing. It was a miserable time, but it was really worthwhile because I stopped being so fucking arrogant. I realised I don't know anything. I was working with all these industry experts who had worked on like BAFTA award-winning stuff, and then I'm there just like, I didn't know what I was doing. It is important to be humbled sometimes. And I still realise now I don't know what I'm doing. None of us do we? I think the older that you get, the more you realise that everybody, and I really do mean everybody, is just pretending to know what they're talking about. Do you still have the Employ Adam website? I do. I still got the domain name. I built that was like hand coded HTML, so I don't have the code for it or anything. But I've still got the domain. But you should have just popped on Bullseye. I should have popped on Bullseye. I should. Everybody's just riding their luck till they're found out. That's it. That's it. Some people know just a little bit more than others, and those are the people to attach yourselves to. But everybody's just—it's all guesswork, isn't it? It's all guesswork. Thank you, Emmett. That's very, very kind of you. Who's the biggest employer on the Isle of Wight? Oh, that's a really good question. It was probably Vesta, who manufacture parts for wind turbines, but that got shut down like 15 years ago. It's probably Tesco. Probably. Yeah, Isle of Wight Council's not a bad guess either. It'll be one of the supermarkets. I think there's an Asda there now, but I don't think it's as big as Tesco. McDonald's? No. There's 2 McDonald's, I think. There's one in Newport, one in Ryde, unless another one's opened since I left. Is the Isle of Wight still a tax haven? No, the Isle of Wight was never a tax haven. The Isle of Wight doesn't have a great deal of money, actually. There's a lot of poverty on the Isle of Wight. Fucking pause cheaty at it again. I know Mexolotl, and when you talk like that, it just makes me want to blab on for longer about nothing. So that's what I'm going to do now. Usually, oh yeah, the NHS. Obviously there's a hospital on the Isle of Wight. Honestly, all jokes aside, it took balls to put yourself out there like that. It didn't work out, sure, but you learned from it, and look at you now, head of your own company. Oh, thank you, Rach. Cheers. For people clambering over themselves to work for/with you guys, you've done good. Be proud of yourself. You seem like the type of guy who doesn't take compliments well, so I'll call you a cunt at the end of this. Cunt. Thank you, Rachel. Cheers for saving the day with the cunt. Cheers. David Icke is bringing his magic powers there. He is. He is. No one would watch my streams without you in this community. Thank you, Adam. Well, you're more than welcome, Vile. And thanks for all the entertainment that you provide as well, being an integral part, not just of your own streams, obviously, but of these as well. Thank you, Pipeline. I'm not going to read the nice words that you're all sending. It's very, very kind of you. I do appreciate it massively. Rule is be yourself. No, not always. Disagree with that. Be other, more successful, interesting people. That's what I try and do. Thank you. Cheers. It is going on 10 years, Kyle. That's very kind. I am gonna start the show now because you're being nice, and I don't like it.
What has it done to our families? To find out, the Sullivan Barnes family are taking part in a unique experiment.
There's a deleted message, and I thought, oh, somebody's gone too far. They've done something horrible. Just says, Joski deleted bastard Max message. Get your balls out. So, I'm always dobbing you in. I've just realised I'm being a fucking wanker as well, Joanne. Every time you do, I'm always fascinated. I ignore half the messages, or I don't see half the messages. And then as soon as one pops up, which is like, ex-moderator has deleted this message, I need to know what it is. And then I fucking dob you in. They do always make me laugh. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sorry, it's not fair.
They've been stripped of all their modern technology. And their own home has been turned into a time machine.
Oh, it's going to get a full refurb now we're out of the 70s, isn't it? They're going to scrap all the wallpaper and everything.
Digital wilderness of the 1970s.
Black and white!
They're fast forwarding through the years at the rate of 1 a day. Now,
I would love to
the
do
80s.
this experiment.
But can modern kids get to grips with prehistoric
Is that a game and
electronics?
play or whatever it's called?
Why can't you be more patient?
Nothing ever works.
And will the 80s bring them labour-saving must-haves?
My dad owned a video shop, as I've said 50,000 times, right? I don't remember any instance of a videotape actually doing that, of it getting all tangled and coming out the side. I've never actually seen it happen. I know it does, but it never happened to us.
Wasting boys' toys.
My
Has
VCRs
progress
stopped
always
working.
been for the better?
It takes about
And
3
has it
minutes to
fulfilled
turn on
our
now.
electric dreams?
It's about to die. Yeah, I remember having it in cassette tapes, having to wind it back in with a pencil. It's a fucking great song, isn't it? Love this song. Great show. If you could go back to any decade, I'm determined to go past 9 o'clock apparently. If you could go back to any decade, which would you choose? I've been thinking a lot about this because I think somebody asked it last week. 2000s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Nobody so far has said anything earlier than the 80s. Nobody fancies the 60s, Summer of Love and all that. The 1890s. What are you on about, the 1890s? Why the 1890s? You want to meet Jack the Ripper? The 1880s, the 1350s. You've ruined it now. You've ruined the 40s. That's an interesting one, Rach. Why the 40s? Slipzilla, thank you very much. Hello, Adam. It's been a while since I last joined a cunt. Also, I'm still waiting for that Dettol bathtub stream. You know what? I'd be a lot more comfortable doing it now. I've lost my belly and most of my tits. Get you ball cheating out. That's a sentence, isn't it? Get you ball cheating out. I do fancy doing the Dettol. If I can't be asked to take my desktop PC downstairs into the kitchen to do some Kay's cooking for you, I think there's little chance of me risking death by taking it into the bathroom, unfortunately. I'd go back to the 1910s because I would seriously go back and warn them about the Titanic. That's nice. Very noble of you, I guess. What would you say? They wouldn't listen to you, Pipeline. No disrespect. But you turn up, all right, I'm Pipeline from Twitch. What's Twitch? All right, my name's Pipeline. This is going to sink. They'd just be like, what are you on about? Can I go back for a minute to see the dinosaurs? What? Stephen Larson! Great timing. Steve, Larson, I love you both. Thank you ever so much. Welcome, friendos. It's lovely to see you. You're joining us at a great moment because we're just starting a show. It's called Electric Dreams, and a British family are going back in time to experience what technology was like, in this case, in the 80s. I tell John Lennon to watch out for that Mark fella. Oh, Mark Chapman. Well, obviously Mark Chapman. What other Mark? Yeah, that's nice. I would go back to when Numberjacks was created. Don't encourage it. Thank you very much. Or tell JFK to duck. Jesus Christ. Okay, right. We're moving on. It is a wholesome program. There's nothing problematic in this at all. It's just a beautiful little time capsule to the past. Some of you will remember. Some of you won't. Either way, it's a learning experience. Mark from the hotel, obviously.
In Reading, it's still the 1970s.
Watch out for that Mark
but not
Jenkins.
for much longer. And that's a relief for some of them.
I have to say the technology's been pretty poor.
For self-confessed gadget freak Adam, the 80s have got to be better than the decade he's just lived through.
The NES was the 80s, wasn't it? Late 80s?
What on earth were they thinking?
Though Mum George's faced challenges too, she feels the simpler life of the 70s had its upside.
We've really spent quite a lot of time.
Was it that early?
around the table
84,
as a
85?
family.
That's partly because the kids hadn't been
thought it
kept
was
busy by their usual
very
electronic
late in the
gadgets. Adam's daughter Steph and George's children Hamish and Ellie have no idea what lies ahead for them in the 1980s, nor does 2-year-old Jude. Not surprising, really. Even the eldest wasn't born until 1995.
I don't know what to expect, really. I hope our 80s lifestyle doesn't mean that everybody's got massive distractions.
Can their newfound closeness survive the coming onslaught of 80s electronics?
They sort of had washing machines, aggro.
Elsewhere.
Aggro? We saw it last week. It was like a big box that was partly manual and partly automatic. So it looked like hard work regardless. OSW? What are you talking about, OSW? Where are OSW? Hello, OSW, if you're
Here
there.
in Reading, the family's very own technical support team are assembling vintage 80s equipment. Gia Milinovic is a technology writer with a lifelong passion for computing.
Well, this is when things get very exciting for me. Obviously, this is the first time that computers make it into the home.
Stella, again, thank you. If I were to go back in time, I'd go back to 2014 and make season 4 of The Hotel. You're a fucking arsehole. Leave me alone.
There's loads to choose from.
I'm great,
It may
Tom.
cause
I'm
the
good.
family some
How are you?
problems, however, because they're not quite as easy to use as modern computers.
Tom Wrigglesworth is in charge of all audio and communications
Great
devices.
guy.
It's going to be a busy decade for him.
In the 1980s, consumer electronics were getting smaller, more personal and more portable. It meant for the first time you could live in a world of your own.
To put it all in context, Dr. Ben Highmore is a sociologist who specialises in the history of domestic technology.
This technology gets sold to people as being convenient, labour-saving. How labour-saving was it?
And as they prepare 80s equipment to send into the family home, the team face a constant challenge. This era's technology often went wrong, and when it broke, it was hard to fix. The
quite like the
dressed
fashion.
up for the 80s.
That jumper's
And they're about
lovely.
to find out how their house has been similarly transformed.
Hey, you know that lad, do you, Peter? I thought he was just like a tech expert. So on his stand, so he's a comedian. We're talking about the chap with the long hair and the glasses. 80s fashion is definitely cool. Oh, that's interesting. Nice guy. He's really endeared himself to us. I think he's a really likable chap who seems to know his shit as well. Tom Wrigglesworth. He was Voldemort. Was he? No, he fucking wasn't. Fuck Matlock. That was Ray Fiennes, wasn't it? He's not fucking Voldemort. He's pretty chill. It was a fun gig to do. What are you on about? He was Voldemort.
Many people in this decade, home
Not
became
flat.
increasingly
Don't-
important as more time and money was spent there.
Oh, wow. Digital age.
The decor's horrible, isn't it? Oh, I like that. Take it back.
Hey,
No,
As
I
the new
don't. I like the
Conservative
green.
government exhorted Britons to buy their houses, Laura Ashley was telling us how to decorate them.
Very tasteless, really. It's just, you know, the whole flowery stuff just drives me bonkers.
Though they're marching into the digital future, their decor's heading in the other direction. This cod historical style was nostalgic
I
for
like the
less
telly.
high-tech times.
Looks a lot like a granny home or a...
Thank you very much, Lauren. Evening, Adam. Loving the stream as always. Which would you prefer, a portable cassette player or a portable CD player? Much love from Lauren, Dan, and baby Florence. I'm going to go for a portable cassette player on this, and I don't think I ever actually had one. But I did have a portable CD player, and despite it advertising itself as non-skip, it skipped like a mother. And it was bulky as well. I remember I used to wear jogging bottoms a lot when I was young, and it wouldn't even fit in the pocket of my massive jogging bottoms. So I'm going to go for the cassette, because even though you can't skip songs, you're not going to be skipped on. You dig?
great aunt or something.
And thank you very much. Cheers for the
I agree
resub.
with you on that one.
And look at that.
Is that an answer machine?
In 1980, Britain's phone system was still run by the post office, and many people had only ever seen an answering machine on the Rockford Files.
Hello, family. Welcome to your new house. Hope you like the decor. Hope you like floral and draped. And good luck with all the new technology that we've supplied you with, including the answer phone, which you've clearly found and mastered. See you soon. Bye.
And a really nice stereo. Look at that. It's got all sorts. Complete leap of technology,
Beautiful.
isn't it? I mean, this is proper separate hi-fi. This is more like it.
80s appliances were less likely than their predecessors to be hidden away behind the doors of cabinets. The latest technology was a status symbol to be proudly displayed.
Look how much thinner it is now. It was a massive thing, wasn't it?
I hope we have more channels than we did last time.
I don't think you get another channel until 1982, Steph.
It's nice to have extra space to spread out a little bit more.
For a decade when building house extensions became common, the family had more space. In the 70s, this was the living room. But now a lounge has been created next door. It's a set-aside dining area.
They've gone all out, haven't
It's a
they?
little bit of a status thing, isn't it? You're going to impress people in here.
But the kitchen's no bigger, and still a long way from high-tech chic. There has been some progress with the white goods.
Freezer.
We have a freezer inside the house.
Wow, no, ceramic hob, Adam.
Ooh.
They're really difficult to clean.
Go, go, go.
Upstairs too, it's all change.
Oh. That's worse. That's somehow worse. I forgot that was last week's there. 4-poster bed. That's horrible.
Oh my God, look at that. How completely cheesy is that? Oh, we've got an upstairs phone, darling. You can make private phone calls now. We've come
Like the phone.
from a decade where there's been nothing private about the phone. It's right in the middle of the house.
Do you like the style of the phone?
Yeah, I like it.
It's very girly. The only bit of masculinity I can see in the house is that hi-fi. That feels really rugged and manly.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Ellie and Steph's room isn't exactly macho either.
I love it.
During the 80s, kids started...
I want to know who those people are.
Macho either.
I love it.
During the 80s...
Atomic. That's Blondie, isn't it? Andy Summers, The Vapors. Are they The Vapors?
Kids started to spend more time in their bedrooms.
You freak me out. Ugh. They're horrible.
They are
There was now
horrible.
more to keep them entertained upstairs.
Hey, look, we've got a tape player. Yay, we didn't have any technology in our old room in the 70s.
Hamish's room is littered with electronic toys.
Flying V.
During the early 80s recession, much of Britain couldn't afford technology like this. But families with
Simon.
disposable income were increasingly spending it on their children.
I think 1980s girls should go and
The
play
boy's
them
fucking
with
quid's
their
in here, isn't he?
Scary dolls and
He's done
ponies.
alright.
Oh, what are you doing with it?
Nothing. It is not your personal property.
The other male of the family is also marking his territory.
I'm absolutely convinced that the man of the house would have gone out and bought himself a decent hi-fi. The children of the house would not have been allowed near this kind of hi-fi kit because it would have been so expensive.
Adam, I would be.
You might be.
No, I would be.
No, you would be. I'm going to leave you to it,
Bye.
okay? You let me know when it's not working.
Oh, please, God, may we be able to make it work. It's not working, girls. No, it's just a button we need to press. That needs to be on. Come on, you stupid thing.
Everything's on.
Ah.
Just to let you know that it was working.
Good. I'm glad you managed to work it out. Don't touch it again without my permission.
Side of
At
that.
the workshop, the tech team are preparing their first delivery. Microwave ovens are now found in over 90% of British homes. But in 1980, only 6% of households had one. A basic microwave then cost over 30 times more in real terms. And yet that wasn't the main reason they hadn't caught on.
There was a real fear around them in the beginning of the 80s. So it's a slow and difficult take-up, even though the technology was available from the mid-70s.
The radiation at the heart of microwave cookery sounded uncomfortably similar to radioactivity for many consumers at a time of widespread nuclear paranoia.
Today, many scientists are worried that the safety levels aren't good enough.
This fallacy was encouraged by a widely seen television program.
Microwaves can kill a person. For example, if you had the intensity required to cook something, you could cook a person.
I was literally baked in a microwave oven.
There's a host of unknown consequences, including cancer, birth defects, things of this sort.
UK microwave sales plummeted immediately after the documentary aired. Potential purchasers were particularly anxious that radiation would somehow escape through the oven's walls or door.
I suggest we give them this, a microwave leakage detector.
As if.
Knowing that the safety fears eventually proved groundless, the tech team dispatched the oven to the house.
God, it's heavy.
The family's challenge is to use their delivery as a household would have done in 1980. At that time, microwaves were being sold as the time-saving replacement for the traditional oven.
So we've got to do a menu for tonight created entirely with the microwave oven.
An exciting prospect for anybody about to embark on it.
But first, following commonplace advice in 1980, the family makes sure the oven won't cook them.
If it gets into the bed, it's dangerous. Run for your life.
I've heard before that it's going to be harmful
pretty
standing in
close.
front of the microwave.
Who told you that?
You.
Oh, well, there you go, because I heard that when I was first using
I
the
remember
microwave.
being told that. Fuck me, that's just unlocked a memory. My nan telling me not to stand in front of the microwave. Fucking hell, that was a thing, wasn't it? And now Adam microwaves Haribo. Not often, but I'm not afraid of the microwave. I think, was it Poison that just said they don't drink microwave milk? Are the liquids different in your eyes? Remember my nan telling me off for looking through the glass? Fucking hell, that's a thing as well, isn't it, Dan? Wait, you microwave Haribo? I have in the past microwaved Haribo. Don't knock it till you've tried it, all right? It's fine. It's fine.
So I'll probably just pass
Stop
on the big
stalking people, Kelsey.
What's all the fuss about?
There might be meals that you could do quite nicely.
Many cookbooks were published at the time dedicated solely to the new art of microwave cuisine. They promised food which not only cooked much faster, but also tasted better.
Some of my dinner guests have exclaimed that my microwave cooked vegetables are the best they've ever tasted.
What are we making for dinner then?
Roast chicken in the microwave.
Yeah, it's sugary
Even
goo.
the most evangelical cookbooks had to admit microwaves couldn't brown meat or poultry.
Oh, I'm weird. So it's about the temperature of the thing. It's not about microwaving milk. It's to do with the warm milk shouldn't be a thing. And I think I'm with you there, Poison. I was watching a Stephen Dawson video, and he was talking about shredded wheat, and he likes hot milk on his shredded wheat. I thought, monster. Grim. Warm milk. I remember having it as a kid because it would send you to sleep. Not for me. Not for me at all. Yeah, wrongin'. I agree. I mean, that's not the only reason it is, but milk is foul. I feel like I'm getting lactose intolerant, which I think is something that you can pick up. I want to ignore it because I don't want to be lactose intolerant. So if I just ignore it, I'm not. But if I drink milk, have a bowl of cereal or something like that, I get very bloated now. Isn't hot chocolate warm milk? Oh, that's different though, isn't it? That's like saying Angel. No, you don't eat Angel Delight hot. What do you put milk in? Loads of recipes have got milk in. It's different. It's different. Just tolerate lactose. That's what I'm going to try and do by ignoring it. Sounds like a sensible plan, Adam. Yeah, ignorance is bliss and all that, you know?
Suggested slavering your roast in ketchup, gravy mix, or paprika.
It's to give it a bit of colour, to try and persuade yourself that it looks a bit more...
They're not microwaving that, are they?
The colour bird that you're used to eating from an oven. Roast. So I guess that's the fella.
No.
Of course, only one dish at a time can fit into the microwave.
That would take
So none of the
ages.
trimmings George is preparing can begin cooking till the chicken's completed its 40-minute spin.
Hello, chicken. It looks like fake tan that's had a bit of time sweating on the dance floor.
Microwaves were even recommended for baking, so making pudding should be a piece of cake.
Wow, that is funky. Look, wow.
It's good being able to see it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Careful. Only when every single dish has had its moment in the oven can the family...
That's pink. That's not the paprika.
Every single dish has had its moment in the oven.
That looks so fucking dangerous. I know they had a thermometer in that, but that doesn't look right at all, does it? Down here. Please don't eat that. I had some dodgy chicken. Week and a half ago. The weekend I had, it was just from Iceland as well. It was a bag of like barbecue, just chuck it in the oven for like, it said 18 minutes. I put it in for 20, but didn't preheat. And I was biting into it and it was like, oh, it's got that texture. And I ate 6 of the fucking things. Felt like shit for the rest of the time.
Oven can the family finally have their dinner?
Is that nice, Jude?
Oh, you know,
The
inside doesn't look as bad. Obviously, it's very bland.
6 and thought, 40 minutes, brilliant, we'll be eating at 7.
8:52 on my digital watch.
Nearly 9 o'clock.
Let's be honest, throwing a chicken in the oven with a few roast potatoes.
It was rage. It was the barbecue chicken
at least
tenders.
as easy and probably less bother.
I didn't think much of them. Even the flavour
This
wasn't
actually
quite
tastes,
right.
if you're not eating the skin, absolutely fine.
Not as nice as the oven, but it's not horrible. It's better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
That looks
Though
good.
the cake looks the business, the proof of a pudding traditionally lies elsewhere.
Almost like it's a stale cake.
Radiation. Kind of rock solid.
It's almost like it's not cooked evenly all the way through.
Well, that's because you're a snob,
Classic
Kelsey
microwave
side.
cooking, really, isn't it? Where it tends to heat
On a
one
regular.
part of the dish more than another.
Got the loyalty card.
The family won't be chucking out their regular oven just yet.
Right in the middle.
The kids end their first day in the 80s by settling down in front of the new TV. There's one novelty waiting for them.
Oh, it's massive. It's huge. It's heavy. It's quite heavy. It's quite heavy for a like a mobile phone. You know, hello.
I have only one thing to say. You turn if you want to.
What a woman.
The ladies not for turning. This is another wrong type.
Oh,
the
no.
links are far too fine.
Fucking hell, I thought that was Animal Hospital. It's
Since
too
only
early. It's
2%
fine.
of households had video recorders in 1980, this was as much control over the TV as most people had.
I recognise that dog. Was that
With
Doctor
a new
Who?
day comes a new year. and a new delivery from the tech
K9.
team.
Yeah, it is Doctor Who,
An
yeah.
increasing amount of technology in the 80s was designed to entertain us,
This is Jude's one.
Thank you.
no matter how young.
Oh, says spell.
The speak and spell off Toy
Speak and
Story.
Spell cost £120 in
Elle's
today's
Toy
money,
Barn.
but sold well because parents could be persuaded it was educational. For the older kids, they're primitive ancestors of the world's best-selling
That's the thing I was
handheld
talking
electronic
about.
games.
That's the, what's it called? The Talk and, no, the Game and Watch. Game and Watch, something like that?
Well, that's Nintendo. I didn't think they'd be around in the 1980s. I don't get what you're supposed to do. It's not very good compared to the games in 2009, but since we don't have that, then it's good enough.
Hamish quickly figures out the benefits of having pocket-sized tech.
I had the Aladdin one, Rach, the on the where you're on the flying carpet and you've got to dodge shit. I think I had that Aladdin one. It was purple, right?
Would have cost nearly £300 in today's money.
What is that?
Wow, the Sony Walkman.
There you go. Heel Boy, thank you very much. Hey, Leader, been a genuine interest of mine since I only really just got into Inside Number 9. I can't believe it took so long. What are your favourite episodes? My favourite of all time... honestly, I don't think there is a bad episode. I really, really enjoy them all. But my favourite is Bernie Clifton's dressing room, because it fucking... gets me right there. It's absolutely brilliant. I don't know what the name of the thing is, but when he's working in the like the Samaritans, the call center, the helpline thing, I think that's an amazing episode. I didn't see the twist coming at all. It's just the best. I fucking love that show so much. I haven't discovered many shows in the last 10-15 years that I can just go back and rewatch again and again, and that This Country and maybe Staff Lets Flats as well are the three that I can do that with, but especially Inside Number 9. It's Cold Comfort, that's the one. Better than Travis? I wouldn't go that far, Emmett. No, it's really, really good. Really good. Been rewatching League of Gentlemen recently. They're geniuses. I've been watching some League of Gentlemen recently. I watched the director's commentary for Series 3, which is, I think, my favourite series of League of Gentlemen. And I agree, they're amazing. Psychoville is great. I don't think they've done anything bad, have they? They're just very, very clever guys who I'm incredibly envious of, because I want to be them.
Look how big that is, guys.
For the same amount in 2009, he could buy 2 MP3 players with room for 60,000
I'm glad you like it as well. I think Bernie
Solid
Clifton's
state.
dressing room was the one that won the BAFTA, didn't it? It won some big award, and I'm pretty sure it was the BAFTA. But I think Pemberton won it for his performance in it, which I think is a little bit unfair on Shearsmith, because he's such an integral and brilliant part in that as well. Like, obviously Pemberton's great in it. I just think it's a brilliant episode. It makes me very happy and then very sad. We have someone in work called Pauline, and it takes all my strength not to say her name in Mickey's voice. I saw this thing. I saw a Facebook ad. I think it was Oxfam or something. They were selling signed Pemberton things, and it just says like framed prints is what I'm looking for, and it just says everything I know in life I learned about pens, and then it's signed by Pemberton. I clicked the link because I was like, oh, you don't see that sort of thing very often in there. It's £100, and I was like, oh, £100, that's cool. And some of them he had put a little message on. What does he say? Okie dokie, pig in a pokey, which I've never understood, but I like a lot.
Oh, lovely though.
A new Polaroid.
They're all rapidly silenced by their individual gizmos. Even Jude.
Where are you going?
It's far too cool a song to be Cliff Richard, that. Pay a fortune for that shell suit.
Sony launched the world's first personal stereo in the dying months of the 70s. The designers initially worried it was antisocial, so early Walkmans were fitted with 2 headphone sockets. As it turned out, we all loved being cut off from the world around.
My mum fancies the pants, or fancied, I think it's probably more accurate to say, Cliff Richard. I don't see it personally. Cliff Richard and Donny Osmond were her two that she fancied growing up. Donnie, classically handsome, great jawline. Cliff Richard, weird little fucking walking skeleton of a man. That Cliff video filmed around Milton Keynes. Another reason I dislike the place. There you go. It's the angelic good boy with a bad boy streak. Did he have a bad boy streak, Cliff Richard? Crazy Horses. That was Rocky, wasn't it? But bad boy. Oh.
Soon every other manufacturer brought out their own version of the Walkman.
So much better than having nothing. Having something like this to take my mind away from the boredom of it is a must. I find it difficult. I don't think I'd do as much exercise without some entertainment. It's not one of those things that you need to have.
Sorry, it is Donnie, isn't it? What was Cliff Richard's
In a decade
naughty
where
song
Margaret
then?
Thatcher would claim there was no such thing as
I got
society,
mixed up there.
the family are already enjoying technology they don't have to share.
In the 70s, you'd like play together rather than playing on your own or something.
Devil Woman.
But now, because they brought
yeah,
in like
that's
this
the
kind
one.
of thing and tape players, you can go off on your own. It's good to have your own like kind of bubble, and you can do what you want really, instead of all being together at the same time, which is kind of gets a bit annoying.
While most of the economy was deep in recession, British computing was a miraculous exception. A manufacturing industry that wasn't sacking everyone.
If it's got a keyboard, a manual and computer written on it, it'll sell. That's the word around the exploding market for personal or home computers that simply plug into a television set.
We're the world's largest producer of computers. We make more than the whole nation of Japan put together.
Technological innovation had met 80s entrepreneurialism. The perfect mix for a leader who was a science graduate as well as a free market evangelist.
Prime Minister, this is a small home computer.
The Sullivan-Barnes family are going to experience microcomputer mania. So the tech team needs to check up on the choice available in 1982. Gia's come to meet Simon Webb from the National Museum of Computing.
We've got about 3,000 items
Also in
the
blue,
collection.
I think.
From this vast array, they select a few models of the right
Looks a bit
vintage.
different.
Some faded rapidly into obscurity.
There's a Dragon there, Dragon 32.
I'm glad it wasn't
There's a
just me,
Welsh company
Emmett.
that produced this.
Others, however, found their way into millions of homes.
What made a machine successful was the availability of software, and this is where machines like the Spectrum sort of won out, because there were huge number of software titles available for it.
The Spectrum's main British rival was made by Acorn. Although it cost 3 times as
fucking
much,
hell, I
it
remember
had
that.
heavyweight backing.
As if they fucking still had those in school when I was there. Despite what you're saying, I was not born at this point. But I remember in primary and middle school, in fact, they still had these computers kicking about. The BBC Micro, yeah, we had those. I remember it being a big deal when the school had money to refurb the ICT department and get Windows PCs. Windows 95, I want to assume, maybe 98 at a push. Middle school, you're not American. Matty the Bahoy, I've explained this 50,000 times, but the Isle of Wight, when I was young, had middle schools. So it was reception to year 4, primary, year 5 to 8, middle, and then year 9 to 11, high school. The Isle of Wight, correct. Yeah, fucking what? Lambert, it was Tesco Computers for Schools vouchers. That's how they got them. Different time.
The BBC branded it, and the government paid for one to go into every school in Britain.
So I suppose the
There you
main
go.
issue with early 80s computers was that none of them were compatible.
That's right, this was what really was unsustainable. Everybody doing their own thing, so it wasn't until the IBM PC really sort of established a standard that all these machines started sort of
They
dying
changed
out.
it, didn't they, to books for schools?
Navigating a path through such
And then they just got rid. I've
incompatible
not seen
hardware
that in,
was
I don't
often
think they do
tricky.
it anymore.
But the Sullivan-Barnes family will have to make this tough choice, just as
Magnificent.
early 80s consumers did. Gia set up a computer fair.
I'd be going for the Commodore there.
This is the astonishing new ZX Spectrum, full 8 colours, sound generation.
That's the
high
one.
resolution graphics.
High resolution.
Okay.
All of these machines had much less memory and power than a modern mobile
Scholastic
phone
book fair.
at a much higher price. Even the cheapest Spectrum cost over £300 in today's money. while the model the BBC kept plugging would have set you back a whopping 900 quid for 32k. G has invited some guests to help the family decide. Simon Munnery is now a professional comedian, but in the 80s published software for the ZX Spectrum.
It still works. How do you stop it?
Patrick Bossert preferred the BBC Micro. He wrote a book about programming when he was a teenager, as a follow-up to his bestseller, You Can Do the Cube.
You're a whiz kid in this area. Now, what's happening here?
Well, you're controlling a car. It's a racetrack.
Ah, then you've crashed.
I think you should buy the BBC computer because you'll have a lot of fun out of it. It's got tremendous games, but when you get bored of playing the games, there's so much more you can do beyond it. Things like word processor and good software just for doing letters and business stuff.
I recommend this Sinclair ZX Spectrum, partly because it's cheap and so many people have it, and there are so many people out there writing games for it.
The Spectrum's very good fun for games. It's effectively a toy.
The BBC computer, it's got the stench of school about it. But most of the games will be fun with counting.
Love this.
Or isn't geography nice?
What are you going for, chat? There's only one right answer here. What do you want to do? You want to do some word processing, or do you want to play some fucking bitchin' games? What are you going for? Pipeline, Spectrum. Rob Fox, Spectrum. Seth, Spectrum. Look at that. All Spectrum in the chat.
That sort of thing. So
yeah,
much
fuck
better
word
Sinclair,
process. I agree.
And let education worry about itself.
Simon's Spectrum is definitely sounding cooler.
Manic
But Patrick wins
Miner.
back the family.
You ever seen that fucking song? This gets stuck in my head at least once a year. I think it's by a guy called M. Hibbert. Nobody's going to be interested in these, but I'm still going to play it. Hey, 16k. Anybody know this? Where is it? There it is. I don't like where this is going. No, this is safe. This is safe. Don't worry about this. Yeah, anybody familiar? Jet Set Willie is mentioned in this.
To help with your homework.
It's a fucking banger of a song.
We bought it to help with your homework. And
This is an internet relic.
If your dad ever works it all out. Lunchtime's in the library, writing down the quotes and beats, copying and access code. Gets a taste for home taping. Fetish you stop map making.
It's only 2 minutes.
Rotten leads and rubber keys, random run and loading screens. Then 5 minutes, fingers crossed, hoping not to witness the terror of our tape loading error.
So the animation on this is done by a guy called Rob Manuel, who you might be familiar with. Ran a website called, it still runs a website, I think, called B3TA.com. And they did, which I've had up years ago now, the Buffy swearing keyboard. And they had some really successful ads, and I can't remember. Was it for Crusher? I think they did the Crusher thing. You remember Beta? It's where I used to spend all of my time on the internet just reading through the... It was Crusher, wasn't it? Reading through the newsletter. And they still do the newsletter now, and it just points you in fun little directions. Websites that you wouldn't ever find out about. But it was sort of like... It was the subreddit for it. Internet is cool or something like that. Internet is beautiful. But they used to do all this stuff.
We bought it to help with your homework and the household accounts. If your dad ever works it all out.
Very, very catchy song. I'll leave it there. Buffy keyboard is a throw. You remember I don't think it'll work anymore. Buffy swearing keyboard. I don't really understand. There you go. Problem is, it's in Flash, and I don't think it's going to work. Oh, wait. They fucking recoded it. I think I've shown you this before, haven't I? The Buffy swearing keyboard, where you can just type and it'll... Oh! Sorry if that's really loud. I think I could remember most of the swear words, the corresponding swear words to the... Sorry, was that really loud? So this was Quim.
Quim.
Xylophone buggery.
Xylophone buggery.
Cunt.
Cunt.
K was kangaroo scrotum.
Kangaroo spunk.
Is it really, really loud?
Gosh.
Oh, it really is loud. Sorry. My bad. I didn't realise how loud that was. I didn't realise how loud that was. Isn't Z is zebra bastard zebra fucking like
Zebra bastard zebra! Zebra fucker!
tits?
Tits.
Tit singular.
You cunt!
That was Buffy. So anyway, they did a load of stuff. Beta. It's well worth checking out because they still do the newsletter now. I check it from time to time, but I quite often forget. Anyway, sorry, I've got totally distracted there yet again.
Attention
Back
by
to the
demonstrating some of his old programming skills.
And when you tell it to run that.
Wow.
What he's written is basic in both senses of the word, but it's enough to intrigue the kids.
Sorry, Dr. Zoidberg.
All right, guys.
I don't know why it was
I
the
brought
Buffy
you
swearing
here
keyboard.
to choose one computer. Which one do you want to choose?
Come on, Spectrum.
Which one do you want to choose?
BBC.
You fucking morons.
Which one?
BBC.
It's your decision.
Disown him.
I was going to say the BBC, actually.
I'm really surprised because in the 80s, kids really just wanted the Spectrum, and it was kind of seen as being a bit, you know, swatty to have the BBC Micro. But look at Hamish, he's not even paying attention to this. He's just programming.
It's got games and word processing as well, and you can print things off or something. So and Hamish quite likes what is it? Processing, I think it's called.
But a home
Gob
computer
shots.
is not what everyone in the house wants. George is worried the kids will spend as much time on it as they do on their modern PCs.
I guess it depends how capable the computer is, but if it's got computer games, I think that will be the first start down the slippery slope to the kids regressing back to the noughties. Everything's just fine as it is.
You'd do it.
Granted you permission to
Do you want me to get it in and we'll set it up?
Where do you think it should go?
Put it in my bedroom. I would not let you play on it in my bedroom.
No, it's not going in your bedroom. No question of it going in your bedroom. I'd like it in the spare room.
We've got to put it somewhere where everybody can use it. It won't fit on that desk.
Why can't it be on there?
Because I want to be able to sit and relax in this room without having a computer here. There's enough
She's a
gadgets in this room
killjoy.
already.
The decision is spare room, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a weird...
That's the data loading device. I want to load a software, which is cool. And an instruction manual. Haven't got a monitor, have we? Definitely need a monitor. Call the tech team.
Hi, Hamish. We need a monitor for the computer.
The tech team have to break the news that the average family in 1982 plugged the computer into the TV.
Okay then. Okay, thanks. Bye.
A dedicated monitor then
It's
costs
going
more than
downstairs.
most computers.
Mum, they said you have to plug it into the TV.
Oh, stop there. No. You'll have to
But
take
you
it back
can
then.
unplug it and put it in the cupboard when you don't use it.
No.
But that's not an option.
I'd rather you put the TV upstairs.
What are you going to do in the evening?
No. Absolutely no.
I think we should have a computer, but I think it's relatively easy to unplug and plug.
It is. It's literally like pull out the cord.
It's not like there's anything to watch on the television anyway, is there?
Okay, well, I think my vote's quite clear, so I'll let you vote.
Do we have the computer down here, or do we take the TV upstairs to the computer and don't have a TV down here? Well, those are the choices.
The sitting room's quickly taken over by the boy's new toy.
Right, should we do the typical boy thing and just plug it in, or should we read the guide?
I'm not particularly interested to watch the computer being installed. It has to be in the sitting room. I'm not very pleased about it, but, you know, I'm resigned to it. That's how it's going to be.
We won't be playing it. Because Hamish and Dad will be dominating it. And Dad will say, the man of the house would normally have the computer.
Back! Oh, hi, babe. How was school?
Good.
Hamish can't wait to show the computer off to his school friend Dan.
Put that there.
Since it's not allowed to stay out overnight, that means setting up the hardware all over again.
Look! It's a masterpiece.
The common belief in the early 80s was that to use computers, everyone would need to learn programming.
What?
really glad that
instead I
sort of caught the tail end of some of this stuff. Because I always think that like kids now probably don't know how these things work. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm glad that I know the very, very basics of like programming. Not that I really know how to program a lot. But now, if you just give it an iPad, it just sort of does it all for you. Kids now don't know what a file is. Exactly, Satan85. Exactly that. I saw a thing of it's just fucking Facebook mum bullshit and everything, but it was like some kid saw a floppy disk and they went, "Oh, that's the save button." Outrageous. Did I just cut out? It just says welcome to the chat room again. Watch out for ASCII porn.
At the time these teenagers were born, many tasks require little more than a click of a mouse.
I think we'll be alright.
Oh, no, I didn't pull my foot up. Wait.
Am I good? I'm still here. Great.
Yet surprisingly, Hamish is more excited by the prehistoric micro than any of the technology he encountered in the 70s.
Matlock! Fuck off! You know exactly what you've done. No, do not put them in the chat. You've got to fucking deal with it when all the fucking ASCII cock spam happens now. I'm holding my hands up. Nothing to do with me. Enjoy. You know what? Fucking do it. Put the mods to work. Sorry, Joanne. Sorry, Adam Jonesio. Get your fucking ASCII cocks out. Go on. I want to see them as fucking elaborate and beautiful as possible. Oh, he's threatening. Do it and I'll ban you. I tell you, do it and I'll unban you. You were warned. Come on. C. Bennett. Is he a man of his word? So C. Bennett, I got your back. Cheers for tonight, Jets. All good. That's a good one, Rach. Just a little floppy one. Not seen that before. I like that. Copy and paste that. Save that for later. El Presidente. Thank you. Oh, it didn't work properly, Dave. I think I've got to minimise the window to see it properly. There you go. Yeah, if you drag it all the way to the side, there's a big fucking erect phallus there. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, chat. Cheers. And what is that noise? Oh, that's my headphones running out of power. I better get on with this. You wouldn't have heard that. You brought it upon yourself there. There's another one. I think there's 3.
Like
what I
her
can
mum,
tell.
Ellie can't see the point.
0, 0.
I have no idea what they're doing.
Anyway, sound.
Off-centre spunk poison.
1.
Electronics weren't just found.
Yeah,
in the
we'll
home
cut
in
it
the
there.
early
We'll cut
80s.
it there.
They were saturating every
That's me,
aspect
Dio.
of
You're
popular
done.
culture.
Good evening, Ellie. Good evening, Steph.
So 1983's delivery from the tech team is the technology which soundtracked the era, the synthesizer.
It means nothing to me, this. So, I've got a couple of chaps outside I'd like you to meet who will be able to explain a lot more.
How it works.
How it works, yeah.
Oh, great.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yes, playing live tonight
cock
in Adam
conga
and George's
got you there.
dining room, the keyboard players from one of the most successful synth-pop groups of the decade.
Hi, family.
Kraftwerk.
It's Chris Cross and Billy Coey from Ultravox.
Ultravox. Fucking
These guys
hell.
were our idols.
Thank you for the big Sergeant Pacitti.
Though Adam was a huge fan, they don't mean as
No,
much as you.
fuck off, Matlock. Send them to Adam on Instagram. He loves them, apparently. You all get banned. You'll get banned. Everywhere, you'll get banned. Fuck you.
Even born at the time.
In 1983, we started doing bass sounds like, you know, that kind of thing, but with a drum machine. It was so new, so it was that exciting. You recognise that?
Yes.
As if they just got Ultravox round.
Ultravox broke new ground, not only with their synthesized sound, but also with their visuals.
What a
As well
fucking
as
banger.
ostentatious pop videos, the 80s brought the world the satellite network to show them on, MTV.
We made our own videos, and it was really new.
Our music was
It's quite
quite
filmy
visual.
to start with, but that was a real big shift in our records were sort of promoted.
And these guys made some great videos. So you kids have got a challenge for this decade.
Well, make a
You've got to
music
make
video.
your own pop video.
With what? With what? Exactly.
We haven't got a
Not
camera.
Not yet.
Not yet, you haven't. It's only 1983. By the end of the decade, you will have enough. I'll give you enough things to make your own pop video.
The good thing in the 80s was everyone used to mime.
It was so surreal having two absolute 80s music icons in our house.
That sounds like Indian.
Ellie gradually started to catch on what a big, big deal it was. Don't think Hamish
Because we
and
were so
Steph-
awestruck.
Don't think Hamish and Steph gave a
No, they didn't give
hoot.
a monkeys, did they?
So we just had half a pop band in our house. Isn't that pretty cool? It's cool, but I have no clue who on earth they were. It's like been telling 40 years, and we have kids, and we're just like, oh, these are the people from Scouting for Girls, you know? And they'll just be like, yeah, whatever.
As Britain reached the year of Orwell's nightmare, Big Brother wasn't watching us. Yet. But we were watching more.
Scout for Girls are shit in a nice way. I like
Television was
Scout
now
for Girls.
broadcasting at breakfast time and on a 4th channel. And technology was giving us far more choice over what we watched and when. A video cassette recorder was now found in almost a third
Handy.
of British households, even though, just as with home computers, consumers were caught in the crossfire between conflicting technologies.
The real video war isn't fought against invaders from outer space. It's battled out on the high streets of Britain. It's all a matter of format.
The tech team have to decide which tape format the family will get. With hindsight, VHS clearly seems the most future-proof choice, but back in 1984, Betamax still held a quarter of the market.
Hello, I'm Gia.
Hi, Andy.
Andy Hain has pieced together an entire history of the video recorder, and he keeps it in his garden shed.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It's nice to know somebody who knows what they're looking at.
Andy currently has 74 machines, and not just the 2 formats everyone remembers. He also has a staggering 19 alternatives.
I was about to mention these. So the vlogger that I watched just bought Indiana Jones. I've never even seen one before. I think my headphones are properly about to die here. Is it Laserdisc? I want to say it's Laserdisc. And he just bought Indiana Jones. I'd never seen one. You've got to turn it halfway through. One half of the film is on the first side, and then you've got to flip it before you get to the rest.
Such as the Laserdisc player.
I
Just
fucking
amazing
love one of
technology.
those.
There's a laser tube in there. It's not a solid state laser, it's a gas laser. So it's a huge, great laser tube inside. Very rare because there's very few of those still working in the world that I know of.
What other formats were there in the 80s?
Philips developed the Video 2000, and these used tapes that you could turn over. So right from the start, you had 3 hours on a side.
I
So
love
6
that.
hours total.
Do you have a tape?
They're pretty much the same size as a VHS cassette.
It looks like an audio cassette, and I'm very tiny.
Well, in fact, Philips invented the audio cassette as well, so this was their video equivalent of an audio cassette.
Right.
By the time they got to the market, VHS and Beta were already fighting their war, and they kind of ended up being also ran.
Everyone knows the story that Betamax was its superior quality, but VHS won out. What's your take on that whole thing?
It was largely marketing. The Sony Betamax, they presented it as a quality system. VHS was a little bit more aimed at the average man in the street. And when you're talking about hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds in today's money, there was obviously a temptation to rent if there was 2 formats fighting. VHS was easy to rent, the tapes were easy to rent, and that became popular. And very quickly
I remember HD
pushed Betamax down.
DVDs.
And so,
Was
there
UMDs
actually a
the
difference between the picture
PSP
quality
one?
between the two of them?
In a laboratory, yes. For the average person, probably not, no.
The logical choice, then, in 1984, is the VHS.
Hi, Adam. Nice to see you, mate.
When the tech team send their choice
Yeah, I remember
to the
the
house, they had
HD
an extra video
DVDs
treat for the
competing
kids.
with Blu-rays, and they had red cases.
Oh, wow.
Dad had a
It's
few
one
in
of
his
the very
shop, never
first
sold,
camcorders
obviously.
From the firm that invented VHS.
UMDs were just cool, weren't they? There's something about the
Goals.
tiny,
136 pages
but in
of
the plastic thing.
instructions. So seeing
Very
as you want to see
satisfying when you
camera
put them in the back of the PSP.
Mammoth manuals became a common sight during the 80s.
That
Though
little click.
technology now offered advanced features, it hadn't yet cracked making them easy to use.
Where's the on switch? And that bit goes somewhere. That's quite heavy.
To test drive the video player, Ellie fetches a gift from the night before, Ultravox live in concert.
Oh, it's smaller. Hopefully it still fits. Sideways a bit. Other way a bit. It's too small, Hamish. That's too small, Ellie, because that is a VHS and you're trying to put a Betamax in it. You know Blu-ray and normal DVDs?
Yes.
You're like trying to put a Blu-ray into a normal DVD player. It's not going to work.
Hi! The task of finding a tape the machine will actually play quickly gets passed on.
Let's go and get a video.
Any preference?
For VHS. Something good.
I can't wait to see what they bring back.
Tricky third gear.
Adam and his 80s escort may have quite a journey ahead of them.
It feels quite strange to me, having got back from quite a long day of working, to be off in the car in search of a film when, in modern day, I'm a member of a DVD film club. So
Where would you go now? You can't even get them in charity shops. Charity shops don't want VHS.
But video rental shops were a boom business in the early 80s. The UK boasted precisely none at the start of the decade. A couple of years later, it had 25,000.
Where's he fucking found that? I know this is 2009. Was Blockbuster still just about around? They're not going to have any fucking VHS out on the shelves. Oh man, the fucking nostalgia just seeing that. 24-hour return little letterbox thing. Fucking hell. They must have been on their last legs at the time. Slipzilla with a fun fact. VHS were worse than Betamax in terms of quality, but VHS outsold Betamax due to one single thing. Porn. Is that true? They didn't bring that up on the show.
As a result, many cinemas closed.
I'm looking for VHS videos, films.
Okay, we haven't done them for about 3 to 4 years. We've sort of gone out. DVD has taken over now, so we only stock DVD.
I promised the kids I'd get them a film tonight because we've only just got a video recorder. Is there anywhere around here I could possibly get one?
Charity shop.
I can't, no.
2009 charity shops would have had them.
There's one other video shop we can go to. Might as well give that a go.
Look at that fucking username. Brand new subscriber there. Bullseye 3265. Thank you very... That's a random one. Oh, you missed Bullseye. You knew. Say hello in the chat, Bullseye 3265. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Are you a big Bully fan? You can't beat a bit of it, can you? Very nice to see you. Thank you very much for the sub.
Before we give up all hope.
Dad is at the video shop still after about 2 hours, literally. Because he doesn't have a phone with him, we can't like call
Greetings
him
to you too. Welcome.
Where are you? We're a bit
Jim
bored.
Bowen's in the chat, please.
Adams finally found an old independent store.
Oh, amazing.
With no VHS tapes on its shelves either. But the
Get
owner does
Hancock.
keep a few under the counter.
Oh, good lad. I bet he does.
It's
Twins!
ex-rental stock he's selling off.
Oh, I'm just going to get the pound image.
Back in...
Weekend at Bernie's. Don't recognise that one. Something steel design? Bad Boy. That's Bad Boys. That might be Bad Boys 2. Is that Bad Boys? I think that's Bad Boys. Fucking hell. Stir Crazy in his hands there. This is fantastic.
1984, very few people bought rather than rented.
Show the spines.
Thanks very much. How much would that be?
Kung Fu.
The average retail price then was £60. That's 150.
I'm sorry. I need to see these. X-Rental, the big box ones. Tron. Is that Tron 2? Is there a second Tron? It looks like Tron. Stir Crazy, Weekend at Bernie's. That's Dirty Dancing there at the bottom. That, Hugh Grant. What film's that?
£60. That's £150 in today's money.
Kids!
What is
I don't think it was Notting Hill.
It's not coming.
I'm not sure
Doesn't
though.
look any different to the screen look before you put it in though, really, does it?
Was it working earlier when we got it here?
It was at one point.
Ellie neglects to mention her earlier
I've got a
vigorous
room
attempts
full of them,
to force a
Matthew.
Betamax tape into
Oh, you
the
know they
VHS
weren't an investment.
machine.
It's not going round, so there's clearly something not right with it.
Have you tried pressing a button called play?
Tracking.
Is it rewound?
Tracking.
Never works. Find out.
No good. It's not working. Having
Well, press the thing on the side. He could have
rushing
reeled
around
that
trying to
in.
get these videos and then for it not to work was a little bit of a letdown, to be honest with you.
The next day, the tech team collect the broken machine for repair.
Here you go.
So what's the problem?
Well, it doesn't work.
The early VHS machines weren't incredibly reliable, and one of the suggestions was that you get it serviced every 6 months.
Really?
Really?
Every 6 months?
Every 6 months.
In fact, 25% of VHS machines needed to be repaired in their first year of life. For other formats, the rate was even higher.
The cable on the top.
Beast, isn't
Oh,
it?
that is heavy.
But CPR for the VCR isn't the only reason Gia has come to call.
Okay, Adam, I've got you a surprise. I've got you a new set of wheels.
Really? Now that is good news.
It is. Okay, Adam, here's what we've got here.
DeLorean. What the fuck is that?
You're joking.
I've never seen one of those. What are they?
It's unbelievable. I didn't think there would be that many that actually work still.
A C5? Why have I never seen this before?
1985 saw the launch of the C5, the most famous technological flop of the decade.
Oh, man.
Were they road legal?
Oh, gobsmacked.
Creating an electric vehicle had been the dream of Clive Sinclair long before he made his fortune with computers and calculators.
We've got chaos on our
Rip
roads.
your channel? What do you
I
mean?
don't believe that the forms of transport we have today can long survive.
Because of the music.
Sinclair's plan was to use the profits from the C5 to fund production of a full-sized electric car. But less than 17,000 were ever sold. These enthusiasts would like to persuade Adam their motors are more than just a
Oh,
retro
final
joke.
countdown.
Top
Oh,
speed?
shit,
Around
yeah.
15 miles an hour. You can get a little bit more if you really pedal crazy.
Now I know how
but
Tony
15's about
Khan
going
feels.
race.
Why do you think it didn't succeed
Checks in the post.
in 1985?
If it had been released now, where cities have got more cycle paths and areas where you could actually use these sort of things, it might have been a different
We're
story to the
fucked.
one that turned out, you know. Idea ahead of its time.
So this is the 1985 vision of the future. Everyone has a C5, and I'm going to send you out shopping in one of these to get the experience of the future.
Fabulous.
I think they look great.
Adam quickly has to supplement the engine with pedal power.
On the road, though. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go on one when there's, like, proper cars driving about, but I think that looks really convenient. It looks zippy. It's a bike, an electric bike. Yeah, but you sat down. No, it's cooler. It's way cooler than an electric bike.
25 years later, climate change has put
Getting some
electric
looks.
vehicles firmly back on the agenda. But the C5's visionary concept was let down by its execution, a common fault of 80s technology.
You feel quite intimidated because you're so small in this traffic. I couldn't really see myself using this a full time, not in the main traffic. It's just too dangerous, I think. I just didn't feel safe. And then you kind of factor in the weather conditions in England. Why would you have this? I don't know. It's a shame, really, because it's really fun.
Most people in 1985 came to the same conclusion.
Whoever brought out that, well, got to put up a wall and shoot him.
The failure of the C5 was proof that consumers were wising up about new technology. Clearly not everything innovative was worth buying.
Can't go wrong.
What a song.
Thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight?
Sinclair lost millions and had to sell his own name.
We bought the Sinclair computer business. We bought the Sinclair brand name.
Other British computer manufacturers had already gone bust. There was no place for eccentric innovators anymore. The last big British player in computing was Alan Sugar's Amstrad, and they outsourced their manufacturing to the Far East. That
gonna be
night,
rushing
the
to get
family
through the
assembled
last few
80s
years.
invention which conquered the world. At least until
We're halfway through the
MP3s came
decade.
along.
We have a letter. It says, "Dear Sullivan Barnes family, here's your compact disc player. The arrival of the CDs saw people getting rid of their records, so please remove yours and the turntable into the garage. Regards, the technical support team."
I'm a bit sad to get rid of this, though.
Dad, we're not going to use it. We have a CD player.
Couldn't we just put it on top?
No,
of
we
that?
couldn't because it would break.
I'm not happy to get rid of the vinyl because I know that it's got a different, richer sound.
But But once a new player is plugged in, Adam admits the advantages.
I can remember getting my first CD player and
Nice
being
action.
amazed at how I could just skip tracks and go backwards and forwards so quickly. Really like that.
Dire Straits' 1985 album Brothers in Arms was the world's first million-selling compact disc.
What a fucking banger this song is.
But it wasn't just the ability to hear protracted guitar riffs with crystal clear clarity that helped CDs take off. Lessons had been learned from the computer and video format wars.
European and Japanese manufacturers have agreed on a single compatible system, so one maker's disc will play on another's machine. Nice and sticky.
Though with hindsight, not all the claims made for the new technology ring true.
Make sure it's nicely spread around there. Bit of coffee.
Anyone who's heard a CD jump due to a single fingerprint won't want to try this at home.
A quick wipe down. Let's see how it sounds.
Blue eyes.
Get your fucking hands off.
So do you think you're going to miss the vinyl, Adam?
It's my collection, you know. It's just nice to have them. It's me.
Don't stack
I
them
wanna
down
get
like
rid of
that.
Full of leaves.
Most Britons weren't so attached to their vinyl. By 1988, more CDs were being bought than records. Adam's
Doesn't know what he's
collection is
doing.
laid to rest in the garage, which is fast becoming a graveyard for discarded technology.
Oh, what a shame. Never mind. Progress. Most of the LPs I've now got on CD because I went and bought them again. How stupid are we to go out and buy the same music twice?
The tech team have also sent back the video recorder.
Is it working?
Yeah, the team will guarantee me it's working. Any second now. Hear it. Yes.
You can do that, please.
Unlike the contentious computer, a video brings everyone
You're
together.
live.
You need to find the instructions, sweetheart. They're over there.
Somewhere.
There you go.
The following night, Georgie is still full of praise for technology that, for once, enhances family life.
She's gone back to the fucking 1940s there. Why is she
We're
dressed?
scheduling the meals around the TV viewing times because there's a
Nora
particular programme
Bassey.
everybody wants to watch. We can video when it's on and watch it later because actually, no, this is time for us to sit down for a meal together as a family.
Right now, though, the whole family clearly isn't together. The male side is noticeably absent from the kitchen.
I wouldn't be at all surprised to find that Adam's in the sitting room. He's been itching to get back to the computer, so...
Just press. Wait. Why can't you be more patient? When are we going to run? You have to be patient, otherwise it definitely won't work.
5 days after getting the micro, Adam and Hamish still haven't managed to load in any of the games, which are stored on cassettes.
Load. The appeal is the challenge. It's the man against machine thing. I'm not going to be beaten by this inferior technology. Start. Tape.
It's not capitals, they won't accept.
Oh, blast.
But other members of the family aren't getting so much as a look in.
No, stop. That's what we do. Is we'll rewind it. Paste it. No, I'm playing with the computer. No. Oh, searching. We're in.
He's done it.
I haven't tried going on the computer yet because I'm doing other things. Too busy.
They're not as interested in the computer, the girls. I mean, they do different things on the computers, so they're much more into kind of communication rather than playing games or something.
Several hours later, Adam finally gets a game to load.
Yes! I was finding it quite frustrating that it wasn't working. You know, I think we've forgotten how basic everything really was, and how awkward things were.
Turn it off now.
No.
I like him as well.
You weren't going to have this out if I wanted to be in the sitting room, or if anyone wanted to watch telly or anything, that we put it away in the cupboard.
It's taken 5 years to do this. I'd also forgotten how rubbish the games are. Some of the games really are so basic that they don't even have the retro appeal. Let's try that again.
Oh, should we not try again?
One more. We'll try one
No,
more.
they're playing up to each other. It's not serious, is it? She's laughing about it.
Blimey.
I think they're a great family.
Another
I think they
night,
seem really nice.
Another year. The second half of the decade is racing by. In a home with ever more technology, all the family have plenty to keep them busy.
Oh, at last. What are you doing?
It's Mum and Adam.
Since there's still only one phone line, no conversation can be entirely private.
Mummy's going to be late home.
I'll see you later. Bye.
With Georgie late back from work, there's no chance of a family dinner tonight. Fortunately, 1987 saw the launch of microwavable plastic. Chilled ready meals were a godsend for the increasing number of households where both parents worked. The microwave had finally found its true purpose in our kitchens.
Oh, especially
your hands.
For a minute, aren't we? God. More care with it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
But being able to eat at different times and in different places had a downside for family life.
What a day. The last thing that I want to eat now is this stuff. I like to eat as a family, and the idea of individual portions of not very nice food is really disappointing.
Technology designed to take less time can mean less time spent with other people. With 1988, the weekend arrives.
Now then, how's your pop music? How's your decision-making on pop music?
We were so close, weren't we? One mention of Shawaddy Waddy. And then there he is.
It's a little otter thing.
We did so
The
well.
kids are seeking
I'm
inspiration
blaming you,
from
Poison.
Saturday morning TV for the pop video they've got to make.
Really weird, you're so young. I have a really good idea. We'll go through the whole of like the routine of the day, and like different scenes, we'll just keep changing clothes. Like
As we walk through different rooms,
Yeah.
we pause it.
we pause it and then we change and then we come in again.
What I want you to do is, I want you to be the same distance apart, so it's not like Steph goes halfway and then you start coming. Get closer, already. Get closer. Go.
Hamish is clearly confident about directing as well as how to use the camcorder.
Rubbish. Okay, stay where you are, Steph. Stay. Ellie, come a bit more.
Mastering an unfamiliar and antiquated piece of technology apparently isn't hard for a young and curious mind.
No, you need to be alongside so you can high five. Steph, all you have to do is this. It's not hard.
Getting your sisters to do as they're told is an altogether bigger challenge.
Just stop and high five.
1989. As the last day of the decade begins, the family are preparing to host a dinner party.
Let me have pen and paper to write down the recipe.
Oh!
I really want this recipe.
Teletext.
George is surfing teletext, the closest 80s homes came to the World Wide Web.
We couldn't get it on our TV. I don't know if it was an Isle of Wight thing
As well
or
as
we had a
Seafax
shit
cuisine,
TV.
The dinner guests will also be treated to the kids' pop video. That's provided the family work out how to connect the camcorder to the TV.
I remember being really jealous because Nan and Grandad had it, in fact. So it wasn't the Isle of Wight, it was our shit TV. Bit of bamboozle.
The most annoying thing and the most frustrating thing about the 80s
Browsing the
technology
holidays.
has been that nothing works, and it's really annoying. There's the bit burger at me.
We do take things for granted in 2009 because you just kind of plug it in and turn it on and then it works, rather than having to program it or do or fiddle with all the switches or anything like that.
We're certainly sending a lot.
And as the tech team reflect on their 80s experience, they've come to the same conclusion.
It wasn't really plug and play in the 1980s.
No, the ideas and concepts of the technology was there, but the hardware wasn't actually up to speed, and the early adopters were just left banging their head against the wall.
It's not this cable, is it?
No, just let me look at the photo.
Throughout the decade, the boys have been noticeably more hands-on with technology. A gender gap has opened in the home.
So it's near the cable at the bottom.
The technology itself becomes time-consuming, just
the attention and care that you need to put into it to make it work.
Perhaps Georgie isn't interested in technology in the 80s because she's kind of waiting for it to do something that she actually wants it to do.
Yes, I mean, one of the things in the 80s that they talked about was a big gender divide around technology.
Technology really was just about the hardware, and it wasn't about socializing, which it is about today. And women are much more interested in the social side of technology, connecting with other people.
Tonight's social event happily has something for the whole family. The premiere of the Kids 80s epic.
Ready?
The 80s childhood is quite good, actually.
Who edited it?
To be honest, it wasn't bad. And it wasn't.
It is a
as
great
boring
song.
as
Are you worried about mosquitoes? That's very cool.
The 80s has been a lot more similar to the 2000s, but we still have a long way to go.
I think I prefer the real music video to this song.
Then the kids are packed off
it's
upstairs,
very cute.
so the adults can indulge in the 80s ritual
Just
of
playing
the formal
Simon with your
dinner
feet.
party.
So it seems appropriate now to make a toast. So here's to the 1980s. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Seth.
And
I
at
will
least
have a
for
look.
one member of the family,
My
any
headphones are about to
hardware
die.
hassle has been compensated for by the chance to revisit his salad days.
This was technology that I was awestruck by 20 years ago. I thought it was fantastic. The reality of it is that it's been a bit rubbish, really. But it's been fun investigating it and fun hitting it, banging it, and getting frustrated with it.
Oh, they're posh. They are posh.
Thanks for coming.
Should have been in a pyramid, really.
Safe home.
Next time, the family experiences the communications revolution of the 90s.
It works.
But as the pace of change goes into overdrive,
Oh, blimey, not another one.
what price family life?
This is what
Game
I've been
gear.
getting. Lots of different entertainment
Inflatable
media
chair.
choices around the house and everybody being
Stop
lovely
whinging.
and
This is the best.
And you can continue your journey.
My headphones are about to die, so I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you very much. That was fun. We'll finish this off. We will finish this off next week. It's been an absolute hoot. Thanks once again to Poison. Thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. It's been really fun. I will see you next Tuesday. I'm going to put my headphones on charge right now before I forget. Is that plugged in? That's why it's... Oh, no, it is. It's working. Do I want to remove main? I'm fucking OBS up like mad here. See you next Tuesday. Thank you very much to the mods. Rest in peace, my Instagram DMs. Thank you very much, Matlock, you cunt. Cheers to Joanne, Adam, and, in a way, Matlock fan. Much appreciated. Take care of yourselves. Keep calling me a cunt. Goodbye. Good night. Bye, bye, bye. Thank you for the big jib bone.